Hello and welcome to another stream on Breaking Heads. We're here in the final stage of the WARPhammer Championship 2021. I'm very happy to bring you another game here. This is the third place match. That means we are seeing the players we have already seen on stream last weekend who lost in the semifinals, but they will now fight and try to restore their honor to make another comeback and victory to play out who's going to be in third place and not in fourth, because the fourth place got nothing. I'm very happy to be joined by Nikolas from Greekhammer. Hi, Nikolas.
Hello, guys. Nice to meet you, all of them. So I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm very delighted to have you on here. I'm also you have been playing in the WARPhammer Team Championship. I've been playing in the Greekhammer tournament as well, and many other people who are in the WARPhammer Championship, or maybe particular from the German scene. We sent, I don't know, 5 teams or something to your tournament.
German and France sent half of the
Yes,
teams, almost.
that's amazing. Short for the viewers. So today's stream is going to be an English stream. We had 2 German streams on Sunday and Monday. So if you want to watch German only, even with translation of the interviews, please watch the replays here on YouTube on Breaking Heads from these streams. Today's stream will be completely in English, and also tomorrow's grand final match will also be completely casted in English, because we wanted to be inclusive to as many people as possible. And this is the English language is the smallest possible similarity between the scenes. But I'm sure there will be different formats covering this game and also the final game in German. And if you want, you can tune into the Warp Show on Sunday on 5 o'clock. This will also be, of course, our weekly tournament roundabout about the WARPhammer Championship in German. So, I will give you a small rundown what will happen until we finally get into the game. First, I will introduce the format to us, to all the viewers, and show you where we are at the moment. I'm going to introduce our sponsors again, and then we will go and focus on the player and today's match. Today's match is Orcs again. No, not Orcs. That's tomorrow. Necrons against Sisters. Calvin from Kings of the Hill versus Mark from Tabletop Crew Warhammer. We will come to that in a second, and then we're going to have an interview after the introduction of the players. And if you have any questions for both of the players, please put them in the chat. We will ask them for you. And then we will be casting the whole match, which will be also on the clock. So they have in total only 4 hours. They are playing right now because they're doing the deployment. And we're going to have a post-game interview where you can also ask questions. So, let's begin. Nikolas, we already talked a bit about the Greekhammer. Now, can you please tell all the viewers what is you and what is the Greekhammer tournaments, or Greekhammer in general, just and maybe a short introduction for all the viewers who don't know yet.
Right now, it's happening the Greekhammer tournament, the WTC TTS tournament. I take the decision to create the tournament together with the friends team Bisonurs, Semicrucians. And along with one of their players, we decided to put down a team tournament because we have seen a lot of single ones. And we start talking with some teams from WTC, and we took the chance and start organizing it. And I talk with Piotr from Poland, and he was eligible and ready to join. So it's mostly a Greek-Polish friends tournament, not only from Greekhammer. And we didn't expect such a big number of teams, 32. We were expecting something of 16, but the people wanted to participate in so many teams, so many players, and I think it's currently bigger in TTS.
Yes.
For teams.
Yeah, I think
it's rolling quite well so far, with small problems, but we are finding solution for everything.
Yeah, that's normal, especially on this kind of scope of the amount of players coming. It's amazing tournament you're organizing there. Thanks, by the way. I just wanted to, I'm also competing with the team as so many other teams, and I know how much work that is.
Yeah. Okay, that was the intro.
Yeah. We
of,
come back to this topic
WTC
later a little
details.
bit. We sure have some in between of the rounds some time to chat about the Greekhammer, maybe more in general. If you want to chat or ask anything to Nikolas, please also feel free to ask.
Come on, guys.
Yeah. Let me tell the viewers where we are at now. So, as you all know, the WARPhammer Championship has been going on for quite some time. It started in January. This is now more than 8 weeks ago. This is fucking crazy. But we wanted to, like
Yeah.
you were saying, you wanted to make a team tournament. We thought, yeah, there's only single player tournaments, and they're all too small. So we wanted to make a big TTS single player tournament. And then we were like, how can we do this? And then we said, okay, we just make a bunch of different formats, like mixed into each other. So we had three rounds in the group stage where people played the other three players in their random group. And then they were seeded into the playoff stage. And the playoffs were also 3 rounds, so also 3 games played there. And people were seeded either in the upper playoffs or the lower playoffs. Being seeded in the upper playoffs meant you had a more difficult playing field, but also meant you have a higher chance of going to the final stage if you win all of your games. Being in the lower playoffs meant you have only a very slight chance to get into the final stage, even though you win the rounds in the playoffs, because you were basically playing with the lower, like the people who didn't perform well in the group stage. And and because we had so many players, we had over 120. We even had to include a third round of the final stage. So we first were only playing with semifinals, but now we had to change it. We had a quarterfinals. So we had 6 players from the upper playoffs joining the final stage, and 2 players from the lower playoffs. That meant some players didn't get in because they didn't make enough points in the games. They didn't score enough primaries. They all took scramblers and all this stuff, and then they didn't get enough points. And now we have already seen here live on Breaking Heads and also on the channel Donut Toilet. Please check out their channel if you want to watch the other games. The quarterfinals and the semifinals. This was last weekend. We were streaming from Friday to Monday. Wow, this was so many streams. Now we are finally at the very end. Almost very end, sorry. And the third place match, which we are playing today, this is the losers from the semifinals. And tomorrow it's going to be the grand final. And all this is, of course, possible and attracted so many people because we have amazing sponsors, which I want to thank now very much, because we have FantasyWert, a big online shop in Germany. You can get all your tabletop needs from there, and they're supporting us with big vouchers. We have Alliance Open and Alliance Armory, Dutch tournament organizer and terrain manufacturer. They create amazing stuff. They also give vouchers, and they even put in a ticket for their ITC Super Major, the first ITC Super Major in Europe, happening in September 2021, and this is going to be the prize for the first place. We are supported by GameMate EU. This is a Czech company supporting us since almost the very beginning in the WARPhammer Championship Series, and they are also bringing in gaming math. Then we have Army Painter, who are supporting us with goodies and a big mega paint set for the best painted prize. We have Wayland Yutani, who are supporting us with vouchers and also some discounts. Thank you very much for that. They are the official manufacturer or something for the WTC terrain, which we have been using here in the WARPhammer Championship, of course. And then there's also Geländefabrik. It's a German company producing amazing, really detailed terrain. And they are also having a paint, what's it called, painting commission service. And I think it's the second place is going to get the diamond level paint job for whatever they want. It's like they can take Magnus and send it there, and they're going to get an awesome paint job. Talking of paint jobs, in the WARPhammer Championship, we always try, or in all of all our WARPhammer tournaments, we always try to, still, because this is all TTS, we still want to push the hobby forward. So I want to ask everyone who has been playing in the WARPhammer Championship 2021, please go in the Discord, click in the announcement chat and go to the link and please vote for Best Painted. You can see here's the prize again. You have until Sunday noon to vote, and you can vote for all these amazing miniatures who have been painted by players during the tournament. And yeah, I think I'm very happy we got so many entries. So please go ahead and vote for them if you haven't. And we will announce the winners on the Warp Show on Sunday at 5 o'clock, by the way. So yeah, please do that. And also, if you haven't done this yet, the best sportsmanship is also going to be announced on Sunday. So please vote for your most gentleman, most sportsmanship, most fair play opponent of your round. So yes, please do that. And that was my short introduction and stuff that I have to get covered. And now we can finally go to the game. We have a match between Sisters of Battle and Necrons. Calvin in the blue and Mark in the red. Calvin, of course, known very well through the channel Kings of the Hill. Mark also made some of like a little bit of name of himself because he has been the German Necron really, dominating his group stage, dominating the upper playoffs. And I think he also had a good run in the final stage, but he lost in the last game, of course, against the Orcs, against the Shooty Orcs. And there it felt a little bit like he didn't have a good plan against this shooting. I'm very curious whether he's gonna has a good plan against shooting from the Sisters of Battle, because obviously they can shoot a lot as well. Calvin himself, he was only stopped by the Harlequins from Liam, a very well-known Belgian player in the semifinal. And he said, wow, this was the first tournament loss he has even received with his sisters list. So he has very great confidence in his sisters. And I think he feels confident today as well. What do you think of this match, Nikolas?
Yeah, it's very interesting match because the Necrons have the objective secure, but Sisters have the firepower in close combat to kill them easily. But if I see the objective placed like this, I will give the advantage on Sisters, I will say. What about you?
I haven't actually looked at the map yet. The map and the mission has only been determined like shortly before the game started. Both of them playing on. We can maybe go on the table already. They're playing on what's this called, like Hammer and Anvil. It's retrieval mission, and they're playing on map number 3. I see quite a bit of line of sight blocking terrain. I have seen Mark play on this map before, actually. I think this was in the Necron mirror. I think Mark has fair chance, and I think this most of the objectives are in the middle. So just for this,
he needs to push fast. I think he needs to push fast in order to win. Do not let the Sisters take the stage.
Yes. Maybe we go through the armies before we decide on what we think is going to be the favorite here. Do you want? Should I start with maybe I start with the army form. Mark, yeah, let's start with the Necrons, because this has also been the army least shown on the stream yet. Necrons. Now I have to open the file again, because I haven't introduced him on the stream either yet. Of course, he's playing objective secured and scouting for his dynasties, as probably most Necrons are doing nowadays. Mark is bringing a command barge with a voltaic staff and the warlord trait enduring will, so he can do some shooting, he can do some close combat, and especially it's very tough. It's very hard to kill with transhuman and 4-up invulnerable save in either phase when he wants it.
And -1 damage.
Yes, and -1 damage. So I think if this unit wouldn't have objective security, it wouldn't be very useful. But in this, I feel it's like a very like multi-purpose unit. You see that at the bottom left on the screenshot there, guys. Then he has actually 2 Plasmensa, which is small mortal wound, and I don't know, what do they have, like small rockets they shoot as well. Characters, it's actually quite nice, and I've seen Mark. You see them at the bottom left as well. I've seen Mark use them to like do little damage, but in the sum of it, it always helps to kill the units. Mark needs to see that. Then we see a unit of Necron warriors in a Ghost arc. Has been very useful for his game as well because it's very tough and brings the objective secured, and also lets him do some actions. We see, of course, the centerpiece, the Satan shard, which is the Void Dragon in his case. It has been his favorite, but after the last games against the Orcs, even after playing against a very vehicle-heavy list, he said, nah, he doesn't like it anymore. It's too big. You cannot hide it, and he might prefer something else. I'm looking forward what his plan's going to be today, because of course he couldn't change his list, and I'm sure he's going to have a plan for it. And he has been using him to great success through all of his games yet, maybe except against the Orc list. Then we see, of course, Cryptothralls, and there's actually 3 units of Cryptothralls there. There are all 2. It's amazing. The unit can scout, can screen, can hold objective, can do scramblers, all this kind of stuff. Very useful, and like this, I think the theme in Mark's list goes on, because then we see 2 small units of Tomb Blades. You see them there at the right side, followed by 3 small units of Scarabs. So they all have objective secured. They all can screen, like tie up stuff and so on. And then, of course, maybe this is the biggest chunk. There's actually meat in this army. 3 units of 5 Necron counter tech wraiths. Decent close combat, not the strongest output, but they're very fast. They're very hard to really catch and like stop them from doing what they want. And of course, with the invo save and the reanimation protocol, they're decently tough. We will see whether they are decently tough against the multimators coming from the sisters. Nikolas, why don't you introduce the sisters to us?
Oh, my pleasure. The army that I'm currently playing.
Perfect.
So the list is built around 2 detachments. The one detachment is Martyr Lady. It's our Martyr Lady, the interesting choice of to put your retributors in. It has Junith for giving rerolls once to hit and once to wound. The only choice that sisters have. It has Triumph. The list has Triumph for extra miracle die and the extra act of faith. 3 units of Battle Sisters, quite standard. A Hospitaller. Hospitaller is quite good in this list because even if you lose 1 model from a Retributor squad, it triggers the Martyr Lady order, so it gets +1 to hit. So when you revive a model from Hospitaller, you still get the +1 to hit. So you can bait your opponents with it. You can put 1 outside of cover and regenerate revive him after. So it has 3 units of Retributors with multi-meltas, and 1 unit with 3 heavy bolters and 1 multi-melta, 1 unit with Seraphims with Inferno pistols, the melta guns. And the other detachment is built around Bloody Rose. It has a Canonist with a relic, and she doesn't have the world trait for rerolling the wounds and charges, but it has the one for extra miracle die. It has the banner for +1 strength, I suppose. The preacher for +1 attack. 2 units of Repentia. They are 5 women units to get on the Rhino. I think I forgot a Rhino. Yeah, forgot a Rhino in the Martyr Lady.
Yeah. It's a Rhino for each detachment, yeah.
Yeah, to put the Retributors inside there. He has 2 small units of Repentia and 1 big unit of Repentia. I believe, as I see, he get them on Deep Strike. Strategic reserves. He has the Exorcist, and his second Mortifier. It's quite good for screening and killing small units.
Yeah, this is the small little thing there at the top right, guys, on the stream. You can see it. It's hard to tell, but this is the Mortifier.
Yeah. 15 attacks.
For 60 points. That's nice.
Only 15 attacks. It's quite good and solid list from the sister player.
Yeah, there's lots of tools. It felt a little bit like the tools were not the right ones, or maybe not the right ones used against the Harlequins last week, or actually I think it was on Sunday. Sunday we had the semifinal from Calvin against Liam's Harlequins. But I think it's still a very strong list, and certainly Calvin now had enough time to prepare for the general matchup against the Necrons, and even though both players were taking quite some time now to introduce their armies to each other, I think Calvin said like, "Oh, I haven't played against Necrons yet in a tournament, or maybe not at all." I'm sure he knows his stuff, because Calvin has been known for understating his matchup and his chances in these games. And yeah, I'm very curious to see how both players themselves estimate their chances in this matchup, and maybe we can ask them some mean questions which they don't want to answer. So guys, if you have any questions, oh yeah, there's already some questions in the chat. Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some question about the Greekhammer in the chat. Sorry guys, the questions please only for now to the players or for this game. We're not here to do in Greekhammer rules questions yet. Okay, I think we're ready to go for the interview, right?
Yep. Let's go.
Okay. Perfect. Hello, Mark. Hi, Mark. Hi, Lim. Are you guys ready for the interview? Perfect. Okay, you are now on the stream, and we have introduced both of you and your armies to the stream. We are very happy to have you on. I'm very excited for this match because the sisters now can. I think it's now a chance for both of you to like revenge the last game. Both of your games ended very differently on like in the semifinal. I feel like Mark was shot off the table, and Calvin was just moved out of the table or something. Just the Harlequins were too quickly. And I'm very curious to see whether one of either things is going to happen today again, because Mark's army obviously is very fast. Is it fast enough to do the same as the Harlequins did? And Calvin's army is very shooty as well as the Orcs, but is it shooty enough and mobile enough as the Orcs? So, this sound is. Say something again, please. Oh shit. What is going on? Thanks, chat. Yeah, of course something happens every time. It's live, guys. Okay, maybe can you unmute yourself in Skype? Mark, and then we can just do it over this.
What is your wallet trade, Mark?
Wait.
Tell us.
Wait, say again?
I don't know.
Okay, guys, I hope you can hear the players now.
Don't ask me names. I don't know the names of any abilities.
What does it do?
Okay, the wallet trade of Mark is, by the way, -1 damage for his.
I think it's the name is.
A lot of players cannot
hovering
hear
and shooting.
Well.
Okay, guys. Wait, fucking hell. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, there's always something. You could hear me before. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, welcome to the third place match. I can tell you guys are having a blast, and yeah, maybe you can just give us some general thought on this match now in the third place match after you lost on the last week. Maybe start with you, Mark. What a general thought about this matchup?
Oh, I think it will get a hard match. He also shoots a lot like my last enemy, but yeah, not so many vehicles, so I have to kill more infantry. And I think it's more all-round list, the sisters, than to shoot the orcs.
Yeah, Calvin's list is definitely all around. Calvin, how do you feel about this matchup today?
Yes, good.
Good.
I think it will be. I think this match will be decided by the dice, and this is something I don't tell or say often, because normally matches aren't decided by the dice. It's overall comes down to strategic plays and stuff like that. But here are so many abilities going on and shenanigans that kind of do depend on dice. That it could be in any direction. So, for example, if people are wondering what the hell is he talking, how many mortal wounds can he dash out? For example, because this is something normally a sisters list can only take to a certain point. And the quicker that point comes, the faster I'm tabled.
And it's a lot of 4+ he has to roll.
Yes, and yes, that's the other side. 4+ is really, really swingy. It could happen that 5 Wraiths go in one turn, in one go, from one Melter squad, or none. So, yeah, I think it really comes down to some dice roll. Not all of them. If I just move straight forward, I'm dead. So I shouldn't do that. But pretty much, it's interesting. Yes, I'm happy that I am in the last game of this great tournament. To say, and if I win, I win. Then I'm more than happy. If I lose, I still win because I made it on 4th place in this huge, great tournament, and I'm really happy. So I'm trying to have of course, competitive game in the first place, but I've seen Mark play now 3 times and look forward to play him because I know he's a nice guy. This will be a fun game. That's all.
Perfect. The chat is asking you a question. Both of you, I can say, but more directly to Calvin. Calvin, did you get more sleep than before the last match?
Yes, definitely. So I had a whole week. I didn't prepare anything on purpose because I knew, okay, Necrons are coming, and I had the information of the Necrons like anybody has, like, reanimation and moving before the map starts and stuff like that. And I made sure to clear my mind and come to a table a little bit more like in real life. So come to the table, get your map, get your mission, prepare 10 minutes, and go. And then act to that. And I hope that I can do it like like in the old days, pre-Corona. There's no week or 2 weeks or 14 days to play against some enemy. You already know the map, the mission, and the enemy army. So it's no preparation hammer. Yeah, and maybe both of the players get surprised by one or the other. So, yep.
Looking forward to that. For the viewers, I want to emphasize again that for all the WARPhammer championship matches, of course, the opponent and the mission was known before, but always the map. One of the 8 maps from the WTC are being rolled just before the game. And for the final and third match, we also decided not only the map, but also the mission will be randomly determined. And so the players had no time to do a massive preparation hammer. My question to you, Mark, how did your preparation look like? Did you get enough sleep?
I hope. I worked the whole day till 6 o'clock this afternoon, and tomorrow I have to wake up at 4 a.m. So I think it will get hard. I got no preparation this time. My preparation was a half an hour before the game.
Okay, so we really have today no preparation hammer. That's going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to see some. Oh, really? You can do that?
Oh shit! Take back!
And we also
No.
we're also playing with the clock. I want to emphasize that again, as we will probably do much more and even encourage it much more in the forthcoming WARPhammer tournaments. Nikolas, do you have any questions to the players?
Okay. First question is,
we can't hear Nikolas.
can you?
You have
Hear
to
me?
unmute yourself in Discord.
Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Perfect. Okay, so my first question is, what do you want to go first or second for the Necron and the sisters as well?
The cool thing now you can tell them because with the old FAQ we are not allowed to tell.
Old FAQ.
No, but we are using the FAQ.
I don't know.
Yeah, I also don't know. I think sect is nice.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It comes as it comes.
They don't know shit.
No preparation here.
Yeah, and we don't know nothing.
Yeah,
we are Jon Snow.
That's what I wanted to do. It's like it's better now with the new FAQ because the die decide for you, not by yourself.
Okay.
That's what I don't think about it.
Okay, I think then, as we can see, both players need the dice to show them their way, and I think that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna let the dice decide who's gonna decide what's gonna be the first move, and we go into the game. And yes, we can still hear all of you. Please, Kevin, please take a blue dice, and Mark, please.
It's already done.
Oh, you already rolled?
Yes, we just rolled as you were speaking. I thought it was on camera.
No, was it? I don't know. But
yes,
let's see. Can I click this? Okay, yeah. So it's a 1 for the sisters and a 5 for the Necrons. So the Necrons have to go first.
No.
Okay, so good luck to you too.
Go to the toilet now.
And the Necrons are now going to start with their scouting moves. And Mark and Kevin, can you please mute yourself in? Oh, I can mute you. You don't need to do it. I can do it. Yeah. Okay. Good luck. Yes. So now they can still hear me. Okay. Perfect. So here we have it. The Necrons going first. Both players seem a bit unsure. Wait. Do you have a question, Mark? Mark, do you have a question? No. Okay. It's always a bit, sometimes a bit confusing to cast with me because I'm also in the position of a judge in a lot of games. But now, not tomorrow, definitely. Tomorrow we're going to have a judge on the table there. We now have on the screen the deployment and the mission and the terrain. So I think it's much more heavy than we saw the last game of the Necrons against the Orcs. The Necrons were even saying that, even though there was a lot of terrain on the map, it was not good terrain for him. No hiding possibilities. And I think here are definitely some options for him to hide. We see both players kind of like scattered in each of these deployment zone ruins. If we go to the side from the sisters, maybe we start there. We see 2 units of Retributors in the Rhino and a unit of Battle Sisters in front of them. So multi-meters, and I think it must be some of the heavy bolters. Yeah, also heavy bolters. And then we see in the middle, we see the Triumph. We see the Hospitaller, the sister, Apothecary, Junis. We see an Exorcist, like with clear shooting lanes. And on the bottom right, we see 2 units of Repentia in Rhino, the Mortifier, Magnifier, the Canoness, Preacher, and some Battle Sisters. So that's going to be like this for at least one player turn now, and we're going to see a lot of movement of the Necron army. As I said, also very scattered around. and the Catan shard in the middle. What do you think of the deployment, Nikolas?
Both of them are pretty solid and defensive. And I think Sisters decided to attack on one side, in the side with the Retributors, because he put the Repentias in the other in order to deny their opponent's objective here.
Correct, yeah.
I believe. Yeah, so I believe that he will defend this side, but he will attack from here with the Retributors. That's what I believe.
What do you think on the, like, why did he put the Retributors in the Rhino on the top? Because there's a rune which might make it possible for Mark to hide his wraiths in. So, like, this is the rune he cannot shoot into, and the other rune he can shoot into. There's just the close combat threats.
Yeah, I think that he has most chances to shoot from this side, because he can disembark 3 and move 6, and he can shoot without any block line of sight. Because in the other side, it will always be a spot that a character can fit and prevent being shot. That's what I believe.
Yeah,
it will be a close game.
The shooting angles, you're definitely right. So the middle is completely open, and he has very good angles. I will just scroll over here so the viewers can see it. So even though we have very big runes on this map, from this side where the Repentias are, he can shoot at almost all of the objectives, at least in some way. By the way, the chat was pointing out that both players, yes, they are not only seem to not be well prepared, but also having troubles with the TTS today. So of course they're not playing Eternal War, but they are playing, maybe I just put it here, Grand Tournament 2020 missions, just to make sure that everyone knows that. Obviously they do that. You just have to click it when you
click it one more time.
But I don't do it. Oh, maybe we could do this, but then we need to change it around. Maybe we do that later for the viewers. But for now, we just go through the second days that they have chosen. Maybe go. Do you want to do the sisters, and then I do the Necrons?
My pleasure. So we see some very defensive secondaries for sisters. That we see that they don't want to go to leave their deployment. That's why it can minimize losses. I don't think that he can lose more than 5 units during the game. That's what I believe. He took well with and with fight. I think it's the 2 squad of Retributors and the Exorcist. Oh no, and the Triumph, if I'm not mistaken.
This Exorcist, the Triumph, and 1 unit of the
Exorcist, Triumph, and 1 unit of Retributors.
Retributed. And this is actually the one that is in reserves right now. Yeah, here it's the big one on the left side, and it has 4 multi-measures and actually has 1 plasma, a combi plasma, and that's why it has the plasma because, as you said, it has the Meteorite Lady, and then you can just overheat the plasma, then you take a miracle dice with 1, and then 1 the superior dice, and suddenly the whole squad gets +1 to it, which is very nice, and even the Hospitaller can later resurrect the unit again.
I would have gone with the Combi Flamer because of the stratagem for adding 1 to the wounds, but it's a good choice, a good tactic as well. I think the mistake here is the Scramblers.
It could be hard, right? If Mark decides to play defensive as well, there's not much space to put down his reserves. if we look at Mark's secondaries, we might see some of the strategy of Mark, because he shows Raise the Banner and Purge the Venom. Raise the Banner, of course, very standard, just putting some banners down, and it's very important to point out that these plus monsters here, they cannot be shot because they're in 3 inches to the Cryptospheres. So it's a very handy way of just saying, okay, here's going to be a banner because it's just an infantry character, and you're not going to shoot me.
And he is objective secure as well.
Yes, and also objective secure, even more handy, yeah. So you cannot even just run with some, I don't know, whatever. I mean, the sisters of battle are not going to make it there. Maybe, do we have any fast moving units in the first turn from him? No. Like all the jumping units are in reserves.
We didn't ask him about his sacred right.
Ah, yeah. I will ask him now.
I will make a guess. It will be the +1 advancing charge or the 6 is exploding.
Kevin, which sacred rights did you choose?
Yeah, exploding 6.
I cannot hear him.
He decided to go with exploding 6s. In my opinion, I would have gone with the +1 advancing charge in order to deny these banners very easily.
Oh, I think I need to rejoin the Discord. Maybe you can just take it for a second.
Yeah. Also, I don't think that Scramblers was a good choice. He should have taken banners as well, because he will take 5 for sure, and I think he can protect one more for 10, or even in the first turn, second one.
Now I see why I cannot hear them, because they were not talking. Calvin's gone. Calvin was gone when I was shooting the movement phaser. We should add that the last secondary, I didn't say it yet, is Assassinate for the Necrons. Can you hear me again? Yes. Which I find not the perfect choice, I think, against Sisters.
Quite difficult.
But maybe also a bit of a desperation move, because Mark didn't find anything else which he thought would be a good option. And at least it keeps stuff like the Triumph and maybe Junit at bay. Do you see any other options he could have taken?
Maybe an engage on all fronts might have been better.
No, the Purge the Venom is the Necron, the secondary, and it's in the slot from what's it called, like Battlefield Supremacy or something.
Battlefield Supremacy.
But we should highlight really that Mark first thought, oh, maybe let's go forward, and he was doing the scout move in direction of the Sisters Army, and then actually in his movement phase he completely changed his mind and put all of his race back behind the ruins. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this rune is definitely safe. The plasmonster cannot be shot. Maybe the Singer Scarab can be shot, I don't know, but will it be worth it? And then all the other stuff, the race here, maybe could be shot with some weird angle. I think Mark should really take the time to see whether there can be line of sights be drawn. But generally he looks very safe, and I would say, if you look at these secondaries, I kind of like this move.
I don't see a reason to move at all until turn 3.
Yeah. Maybe to highlight the Purge the Venom secondary is basically like, how do you say this? Like a engage on the front but turn around.
Yeah.
So you get after, it doesn't work in this first battle round, but it works in the second one. And then at the end of your turn, of the end of your second turn, you get 2 points for each table quarter which is not occupied by an enemy unit. So that means if Calvin doesn't move into the Necron army, he's gonna give him 4 points basically.
Yeah,
every turn that this happens.
Yeah, and I can't see a way that he can move. That's why I think the +1 advance and charge was the better choice, the best choice for him.
Is that also that you, like in your experience as a sister player, think the damage output is already high enough from your sisters that you don't need more damage?
Yeah, I don't think that he needs it.
Very interesting.
Because these battle sisters in near Pensias, the Rhino with the Pensias, could have easily advance and charge the Plasmonster, for example, or something else, if they move a little bit. If it were on the Rhino, a good move from Calvin would have been to put sisters on the Rhino and Repent outside of the Rhino, cause the Necrons do not have any lost blows shooting. So he could have get the plus inches from his movement. So he could have get a charge in the Plasmonster. He doesn't want to kill him, but to remove the banner, and like he will deny 2 points from this. He removed the banner and he cannot put it back again. Also another good choice.
But is this far enough? Because the maximum is 18, right? So now he wouldn't reach this thing.
No, they're moving outside of the Rhino 16.
Yeah.
And they could have get a charge of 12.
You mean you just charge the Plasmonster? Yeah, why not? I like it.
Yeah. Also, just realize that he doesn't have the relic for rerolling miracle dice. I think it's a crime.
And I think he has it on the what's this called? Canoness?
Because I didn't see him rerolling anything. No, in Canoness.
I don't know. He wants the Warlord trait on the Canoness for more miracle dice.
One more miracle.
Yeah, one more miracle dice, and then with the Triumph, I think that's in his view is enough. By the way, so guys, we already the Necron turn is finished. So basically, no shots have been fired, just banners planted, and so there's not even scoring to be done yet because Purge the Vermin starts later, same as banners, and now we're in the sisters turn 1.
Yeah, also another good choice would have been the kill more for sisters, or even raise banners than scramblers.
Yeah. I think that he's gonna be kicking himself for not choosing banners, because actually he has been choosing banners in many of his games. And always people say, why did you choose banners? Like, people are just going to run onto your objectives and just take them away. And actually he has been making at least 10 points, even more with banners, with this sister army. And so could have been a better choice here. But I think it's really interesting that you see this dynamic of countering the enemy's secondaries. And here it worked really well. So Mark chose secondaries which weren't expected by the sister players, and now he has at least, I wouldn't say advantage. What do you think? Is he at an advantage? I think he at least has some way of putting pressure on the sister now, because you definitely you don't want to just rush the sister army and be just killed, because that's just what they want.
I think it was the same from the Necron is in the same situation, because he picked Assassinate that can be easily denied by the opponent, because sister characters are mostly buffing the units and not attacking. So he can easily stay at his deployment and not give any points or for assassin.
So maybe we are looking at a tie here, right? So Mark, if they both just sit back, then Mark's gonna get Raise the Banner and Purge the Venom. Calvin's gonna get While We Stand We Fight and Minimize Losses.
Minimize losses.
But both are not gonna get the third secondary, which is Assassinate and Scramblers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But the other change will be if someone takes if Mark takes Assassinate, because he just needs one character to make the difference from Scramblers.
True. What I think, though, that it might be easier for Calvin to deny Purge the Venom in later turns when he decides, okay, I'm just going to throw this amount of units at your army, and this is going to be too much for you to score the Purge the Venom, but not too much for me to lose on minimal losses, or, yeah, of course not take away my While We Stand We Fight.
Yeah, obviously.
But I don't know. I really don't like these kind of games because I'm really bad at calculating until the end. I'm too patient, not too patient, and just like I just want to go at some point. That's why I'm playing Harlequins.
Yeah, Harlequins are exactly this kind of game, but you need to be patient with them sometimes.
Yeah. By the way, I saw the question in the chat. So, guys, no, the sisters didn't go first yet, but the Necrons needed to go first, and they chose a super defensive strategy for their turn 1 and only planted banners. And even with these Plasmancers, who cannot be targeted because they had 3 inches to Cryptos Files. And we're already in turn 1 of the sisters, who went second. And I need to listen to the players a little bit to know what they're going to do now.
It seems like they're trying to pop up the stratagem for 36 inches.
So you see, I mean, the pink squad here.
Pink squad against the Scarab.
Yeah. I don't know why Mark did that. I feel it's a bit sloppy, to be honest.
I don't see it as a good move.
Do you think is this some kind?
No, it's the heavy bolters, not the meltas. So he's shooting from 36.
Yeah. Yeah. So we see this is the multi-melt, the heavy bolters shooting.
He did 6 wounds. He killed the Scarabs and passed the wounds, and he will shoot with cherubs as well.
Yeah, and he has reroll ones because where's Junit? Junit's here.
Junit, yeah.
Yeah.
So one to hit and one to wound.
Yeah.
Yeah, he killed. Oh no, he didn't kill them. One left.
Oh. Okay. And they were just discussing whether he can reanimate between the sheriffs, and Mark says the WTC FAQ has actually solved that you can reanimate between the sheriffs. So he's gonna reanimate the first one, it doesn't go off, and the second one doesn't go off because he would need to roll 5 pluses, which is very unlikely. Oh, looks. Oh no. So the scabs are done. Mark, why did you do that?
Yeah, he had. Yeah, he should have left one cherub for the Melta.
Yeah, but I think it's actually good to kill them off because it's gonna mean less screening potential for Mark later. What do you think?
I don't think that he lacks from screening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Exorcist shot, and he was able to shoot at the race.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so he can shoot through this window here. So in this,
Yeah, definitely
in the
can.
end, yeah.
Do you know why did he put Magifier on the objective alone?
Yes, because he hates his magnifier.
What?
No, he really. Kevin seems to not really value his magnifier very much, and he just wants to place the banner there. Oh no, wait, he doesn't have a banner.
No.
But he wants to put 3 on, so he doesn't get like a 15 turn for Mark. And I feel this is the least valuable unit in his army in his mind.
Okay.
What do you think about a magnifier? Do you have huge respect for him?
In this game with his opponent has Assassinate, and he will take 0 from Scramblers, my belief. I don't think it's a good choice to give points. One of your bad secondaries. He might use the stratagem to bring her back in life.
Yeah, maybe this could also be just a thing. Maybe the downside is that Mark doesn't have any any risk of shooting at the magnifier right now. Oh, by the way, I want to point something out. The scabs are so small. Even if they sit inside of the rune, they cannot be targeted. That's nice. That's very good. We are already in the second turn of the Necrons. Wow, we are.
Yeah, it's quite fast. We will see an explosion after third turn. I believe.
Let's look at the miracle dice a little bit, because these are very important. For Kyvan, we see a 6 and a 5, and the other one's very low. But he will definitely be able to make a safe charge from reserve. Do you think it would be smart for Kyvan to send like a Repentia unit in the top and try to do a strong push here?
I think the best he can do at the moment is to kill these Plasmancers.
But how? Just with the Repentia? That would be like the truest Plasmancer ever. If he gets just charged by 8 Repentia.
It's the only thing that can prevent the Necron player. Yeah, he can kill those scarabs as well. And he can remove 1 banners. I don't think it's a bad choice.
Yeah. Repentia also still in the top, in the bottom right, just waiting there. Maybe we can take the staring contest for some time to wait and talk about something else. So you said the Greekhammer, you with Greekhammer and the French and some help from the Polish and the WCC guys organized the team tournament. Yes, sorry. But what's Greekhammer then by itself?
Yeah, let's start from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Back in 2019, we decided to 19. It was 19. We decided to pull a team for Winter Team Championship in Zagreb.
Winter Team Championship, yeah. This is like the
Winter Team Championship,
like an off-season ETC style event.
ETC, yeah, exactly. And we formed a team with some guys, and we represent Team Greece. And we wanted to make this as public as we could, because a Greek team didn't have the best fame before. because of some captaincy problems.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and we take the chance. We took the chance and created this channel.
Hold on.
It was mostly for the.
Hold on for a second. The magnifier just did 3 mortal wounds to the Blastmaster to the magnifier. So he's probably gonna die.
Obviously.
And the Command Barge not gonna shoot the magnifier. Does only 1 hit. But 1 wound is -3.
He will take the save.
And Calvin's just gonna take a 5 from his Milker dice. And it's gonna survive.
If it is -3, he's saving on 6. 1 and 5.
Calvin, don't you need 6 to save that? -3. Okay. Okay, yeah. Calvin even doesn't care. He's just gonna take 6 in his Miracle Dice pool and choose that.
Yeah.
Sorry. So the starting a team to also get a better reputation for the Greek ETC team, right?
Yeah, exactly. We weren't ETC Greek team by then, but we created a channel for the Greek community because the Greek community didn't want to play competitive, only fluff games, funny games, to have some to spend their time with their hobby. But after this tournament, and we came back with photos, with experiences, we talked with our friends, and it games published in Greek, and we decided to make it more European. I wouldn't say international. And well, at the moment. And we are trying to push it like a Greek team media page.
So basically, Greekhammer, your Facebook page, your channel is also directly the Greek Team Greece 40K WC.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. So I feel this is very necessary to show people. Oh, it's fun. It's a great event to go to a tournament, play competitively, right?
Tournaments in real life as well, and we are planning to create some more in the future.
Cool.
Let's hope. So I think I read a question from a friend in the chat about the Greekhammer tournament.
Which question? Please, the rules question.
Yeah, Clevex, about the ruling that allows players to take moves back or still do something after it has been forgotten. It's not a rule, actually. It's like we are following the WTC philosophy.
The more play by intent thing.
Play by intent, to play with sportsmanship with your opponent. Do not push everything. First of all, we are here to have some fun.
Yeah. I think there has been in the German community
it's not a rule.
Quite some discussion about this too. I think it should be a general guideline to be able to not push too hard and just to have a decent competitive game, which is fun. You just need to communicate with your opponent more. And I think that would be like the general rule. Just communicate with your opponent, and then you won't have the issue of, oh, I forgot my scramblers. If you just say, oh yeah, of course the scramblers, and then you don't need to do it at the end of the movement phase where it's supposed to happen. No one's gonna push you on that.
I think it's quite good that if you say I'm moving the lemon grass here in order to suit Oh, he put their pencils out, as I told before.
Yes, exactly.
So, for example, if you move something in order to get line of sight or to get the objective or a charge and communicate with your opponent, it's like this. You do not need to push it very hard by the inch, by the centimeters and stuff like this. Play by intent.
Yeah.
It's more than a philosophy, not a rule. What do you believe?
I think it's you cannot. In the end, of course, the rules from the book are what we are bound by. But I think it's bad sportsmanship to enforce them in unnecessary situations. And unnecessary situations are when it's like when there are some situations which are very obvious, and when you, especially when your opponent also has been easygoing with you. So it's always like you shouldn't push someone if you have been, if they don't push you. And I think the most important, as I said, is just communicate. Just communicate. And I'm sure like now they're measuring in TTS, it's more even easier. But also in real game, I always, when I start my turn, like now, Calvin is, by the way, yes, already in turn 3. And when I start my turn and I start measuring from the rhino to these scarabs, and then I'm going to say, see, this total distance is this. So then I say -3 for disembarking, -6 for the movement, minus d6 for my advance. Yeah, and then we both know. And then it doesn't matter whether they are like a bit to the left, a little bit to the right. It's just we decide in the beginning, and then we agree on that. And I think I would say that the only rule is that if you both agree on something, then this is the state of the game. And I have never seen someone who say like, oh, by the way, but this is now not a 5-inch charge instead of 4-inch charge. If you always communicate with the opponent beforehand, then you never have these issues. Yeah. Did you have more troubles with that right now in the tournament, in the team tournament?
In the tournament.
I feel it's maybe just a adjustment time. Just people that need to get more used to it.
Yeah, we faced some problems in the first round because a lot of teams came with a lot of interest for winning the tournament, and they got a little bit sloppy with their opponent. So a lot of teams asked for these and stuff like this. They got rude with the organizers and the judges.
Oh, that's not good. Guys, please respect the work of the TOs. They're mostly doing this in their free time just for you to do something, to play a game.
I still remember Neil's reaction about a guy who didn't respect it, and he didn't accept it, and he decided to penalize such behaviors.
Yeah, that's good. Yes, because he's undermining the whole integrity of the event. If the judges' word is not worth anything, then what is?
Yeah. Also, another thing I want to point out is about our penalties policy, that in Greekhammer we put the penalties, we didn't put very big penalties for formatting lists, but I think it took a lot of time from your life to correct the lists, to contact the players, to wait for them to change their list and re-put them again. So we put the penalties for a symbolic reason. I don't think that the 10 points penalty, it will change anything.
Yeah, probably not with a 5-round event. Yeah, but I think you still have to go through, even though they don't matter that much. You have to show people that they have to respect the rules, and other people are putting effort in. And if you don't, it's just disrespectful to the work for others.
In the first list doc, it took me 5 hours to correct the lists in the correct format, and we didn't penalize them.
Okay, we have reached the shooting phase, and Calvin is making the first move in the scaring contest, and he has put down his Repentia, or like moved out with his Repentia, formed the Rhino here, moved forward, now enchanting the instance to the Scarabs. His Magnifier is still alive and is now covered by the Exorcist and the Mortifier. And actually, where are the reinforcements for him? Are they not deployed yet?
No, he didn't put anything.
But wait, is he?
No, everything is.
Wait, it's turn 3.
It's turn 2. They're mistaken.
Ah, okay. Guys, you have put the wrong turn in, right? You're on turn 2, is it?
I corrected.
Okay, good. Yeah, because this was the wrong in the chart. Okay, perfect. Go on. No, I was confused. I was like, did Calvin just destroy half of his army? Okay, sorry guys, we're not in turn 3, but we're in turn 2. Calvin says he wants to do something. He feels under pressure. I wasn't sure whether he really needs to be doing something, whether he can just wait. I'm not sure whether it's smart to exchange Sisters against Scarabs. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think it's a good choice. He should have moved his Rhino more aggressively because his opponent's lack of heavy anti-tank shooting.
Yeah. Maybe the Rhino in the first turn can just go out, move where the Triumph is now, and now in the second turn could have been almost on the middle line.
Yeah, he should have put the Rhino right where the Mortifier is at the moment.
Yeah, it's a bit hard because the Ruin is blocking, but maybe moving around would have been a good option. I think it shows that Calvin's not very comfortable playing against the Necrons, doesn't really know what to expect.
Yeah, no.
The Repentia are not in range to the Plasminster, so he's definitely going to stand there. Yeah. And he's going to stand there with objective secured.
This is a bad move. He should have put the Repentias behind the block line of sight and attack those Scarabs. Yeah. Better move.
Maybe this is alright if it just stands here. Could be fine. Because do you want to go out with your Necron unit now? Because whatever is going to go out and kill the Repentia is also going to die, right?
Yeah, from the Exorcist or the Retributors.
Yeah. So we now have the charge, guys. Here, 5 Retributors just slaying some Scarabs. Bam. Yeah, they got took 22 wounds basically.
So 5 bases of Scarabs are here.
Okay, so another 10 points. So turn 2 done for the Sisters. Another 10 points for the Necrons.
Yeah.
Two Miracle Dice for the Sisters. There's a 4 and a 5. That's important.
Yeah. But he will get 2 more in his turn.
And when the Repentia die as well.
Yeah, exactly. I believe he will trade. No, he doesn't want to trade Crypto Thralls. He might put the Wraiths to kill Repentia.
Yeah, but then they're definitely gonna get a charge against them. Calvin has the 9 for his Miracle Dice.
Yep.
I was thinking maybe if he does a mistake and put the Repentia to the front, then the warriors can just shoot them off. But no.
I think this was the best move. Move the Ghost Arc.
10 shots? 20 shots, right?
20
or maybe just disembark with the warriors and just shoot and charge. That's gonna clean it.
Don't need to. He has 4 up in Vu. 4-up to wound, it's tough to be shot. And if he screened it quite well from the 2 units of retrievers, Alvin, he will need to put the squad from reserves to kill it.
Yeah, and then nothing happens. The warrior is gonna disembark and stand
they
on the
will take the
objective.
part. And the good stuff is the Ghost Ark needs 3 wounds from Meltas to be killed. Or if the sisters will use a stratagem, 2.
Yeah, it's actually not that easy to kill the Ghost Ark with only wounding on 4s and then a 4-up invulnerable save. Yeah, I like the Ghost Ark a lot.
Yeah, with sisters it's not kind of hard, but it...
Yeah, but it's not hard, but it only shows that how much damage you can do with the multi-methods.
Yeah. My best example is that 2 wounds from retributors can kill Magnus. 2 wounds can deal 18.
Yeah, it's crazy. By the way, guys, here's the Milker dice. Yeah, sorry, no Milker dice cam yet. That's, by the way, a great idea. Maybe I'll introduce that for a future stream when we have sisters on. Yeah, he stays defensive. Do you think the mission is favorable for Mark? Because he can screen out more easily. I think on different deployment zones, sisters have so many angles, it's very hard to screen.
Nah, I think it's a good mission for Sisters Code and good table as well. Basically, the mission is not so good, but with this table is not so bad as well.
What's good about this table for Sisters?
He has if you see the Rhino with the retributors, they can have line of sight from everything. And it has the minimized losses.
A good secondary to pick, yeah.
Yeah. And you can take banners as well. So you can go with losses, banners, and mail more with the retributors or with the repensiers. You will send the repensiers and you will exchange 1 unit of repensiers for 2.
Yeah.
For example.
By the way, Kilmore. No, Kilmore couldn't be taken because he has where we stand, but he could have just taken the banners, then he would have 3 points by now.
Yeah, banners, minimize losses, and kill more.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't, so this game becomes much more interesting.
Actually, these were my secondaries in my first game in Greekhammer tournament when we played this mission. And this was quite steady contest. We both waiting for game 20 for a draw.
I think I saw you play in a TTS league with much more infantry, right? Didn't you play Celestians before and more Battle Sisters or something?
I'm playing 30 girls on foot. 3 units of Battle Sisters and 3 units of Dominions.
Okay.
Yeah, Dominions are quite reliable for taking banners first turns. Because you can pre-move and move again. And they can get engaged. And also prevent some matchups against Raven Guard.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I like the utility from that.
And now every unit has a simulacrum, and it's very strong.
For more Act of Fate.
Yeah, you can with +1 advance and charge. They're quite fast as well. With advance and charge, they can move first turn 6 and 6 and 7. So they are moving 19, and they have a charge.
can they, with the simulacrum, can you do as many miracle acts of faith as you want, or like just 2?
You can do one more on them.
On them. So that means if I, on the same unit, or if I already did. So basically, if you have 3 squads with simulacrum, can you do 3 act of faith?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's very strong, yeah.
Yeah. If it's free, yes. Because before you needed to have points.
Yeah.
For a unit with 0 utility. As we see from Mark, he's packing his army in 3 bunkers.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried about Tomb Blades here, just trying to do like stupid shooting, I feel. Because I don't feel like it's gonna do much, and I see them as a big target for the next round of the sisters. Why should he put them out there? I don't know. I don't feel it's worth it. But
also, I see that these Repentia are a nice move. He's screening his plasma from Repentia charging.
Yeah, the scarabs here, right? Yes. Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, I think they're great there.
Gaming. He screened both of plasma cells from Repentia.
Yeah, one thing is that the sisters here are actually a threat to Mark right now, because they have the option of moving forward, bringing objective secured onto this objective. And I think if I measure, yeah, they're even in 12, so they can advance there.
They will advance and charge the scarabs.
Yeah, and then they have 5 models, and he has only 4 models with objective secured, so this banner is going to be gone. It doesn't matter for the primary mission, because I think Mark is definitely going to have this objective here after the turn of Calvin. But the banners is still concerning, and if a banner's gone, it always takes a lot of effort to put it back up.
He also, I don't think that these sisters, the green sisters, will try to tank the Tomb Blades. The Tomb Blades have,
they have about 10 shots.
They have 10 shots, strength 5 minus 2.
That's not too bad. Could be a bit suboptimal, because the Chitan wants to do mortal wounds, but if he does, then they are going to be out of line of sight.
He can't do mortal. I don't think that he can do mortal wounds from Tomb Blades.
No, I meant the Chitan shot.
Yeah, they can.
Okay, he first does the, what's it called? Star of the Falling Stars. And he needs to roll underneath the unit size and roll 3, I think.
3 mortal wounds.
Yeah, makes 3 mortal wounds, so killed 2 already. So this Plasmonster decided to not shoot, or not, I don't know, cast on the Sister Battle, so he doesn't lose the ability to shoot with the Tomb Blades. Makes sense, yeah?
I don't think that Calvin will let these Tomb Blades alive.
Yeah. If he takes a wound, he's just going to take it, the Battle Sister. So now we have the Ghost Arc here, and the Tomb Blades on the other side. Let's see where Mark goes first. I'm not sure. I think Mark has no ability right now to push his shooting. He's going to put it 1 CP, so that Tomb Blades are going to wound automatically on the 6th hit roll.
Yeah.
By the way, both players still have lots of time on their clock, because they have just doing really quick turns. So, Tomb Blades.
What was the stratagem for?
So it's 8 wounds. Because 6 is wounded. The 2 6 wounded in the beginning.
Yeah.
Ooh. So they all die?
Yeah.
Ah, this was not the
Exactly.
Tomb Blades. Oh, this was the battle?
The Ghost Arc.
Oh, okay. I'm confused. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Why did he not? I thought it was much more important to kill the Sisters of Battle here on the top. So the 2 blades do 2 wounds to the modifier. And
Oh, 1. He
take
saved
1.
1 on Feel No Pain.
Yeah. Now we have the 5 Tomb Blades on the top left in the Sisters. 10 shots. Hits almost everything. 9
Nice.
hits. And wounds 6 times. -2.
You need...
That's 2
Yeah.
dead. Yeah, he can.
Why that? Why did he spend a 5 there?
I don't really understand either. He could have just waited for the last one dies, and then he's gonna use a 1 for the morale check. Yeah. But you still have a 9. Still has a 9 in his pool, so that's fine.
Yes, but he could advance the Triumph and give to another unit auto charge in Ghost Arc or something else.
Yeah. Ah, Purged Venom is so strong right now. He already made 8 points in turn 3. And Raise the Banners looking good. But I see a big threat for from whatever Calvin's not going to do. Oh, I have a disconnect. Okay. Okay, guys.
Yeah, I'm getting back.
Yeah, me too. So I think it's just a host. Luckily, not us. If the stream is down, tell us, guys. I will read it if I get back. But I think it's looking good. You guys can just go on. It's fine. So maybe take this chance. Mark, can you hear me?
I can't find the game. You?
I cannot find it either.
Me too as well.
Mark, I'm gonna use this opportunity. How are you feeling with this turn right now? I think this was your turn 3. You had to start. Maybe you can give the viewers like a little bit insight. I see you both of you are having fun, and it's quite a relaxed game. So and I think it's fine. I can ask some question now. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. I think it's a funny game. I think it's not so funny for the spectators, but I don't know. It's funny for us.
That's good. I think they like seeing the players having fun too. Yeah, guys, we're still waiting to get back into the game. Who's hosting, Calvin or Mark?
Yes, me.
Calvin.
I'm in the game and I have no connection issues.
Okay.
Can't find your game.
Still running. I think
restart.
maybe it's tabletop simulator or something with the servers.
Yeah, I will restart the tabletop.
Calvin, would you have foreseen this turn 3 by now, before you deployed this development?
Yes. I will tell you after the game why.
Okay. Okay, guys, as you can see, both players are pretty chilled. We're just waiting for TTS. I'm probably going to restart it as well. Just give us a second. We will be right back. I'm very happy to still see 40 people tuning in at the same time. We have a lot of people also like just checking out the stream once in a while. I'm very happy if you just say hello and leave us a like here. These streams take a lot of work, and yeah, also the championship. So I'm very happy for all the support we have received from you guys. Yeah, keep coming back. If you haven't, which I cannot believe, but if you haven't subscribed to Breaking Heads here on the YouTube channel, hit the bell so you can always see when the streams are coming up, because I'm streaming almost sometimes 4 times a week. Now this week was let me count. Monday, Thursday. Why can I not count? 5 times a week, and next week, of course, will be a little bit lower, but because the championship's finally done. But it will continue to be content here on Breaking Heads, and yeah, I'm always happy to entertain you and show you some nice games. So yeah, please keep coming back. Hi, Nikolas. So apparently, I just asked Calvin if he had foreseen this, like how this will play out until turn 3, and he says yes, he knows. We can ask him later in the post-game interview. Yeah, and then I'm very curious why he shows Scramblers, right? Because if he really thought this will be so passive, I'm not sure if Scramblers is the better option compared to banners.
Did they change the name on TTS?
He said no. I'm asking Calvin, maybe you changed the name possibly, or did something else? Can you check, please? Because we cannot join. Oh, okay, I can see it now. Okay, I can see it now. Yep. Okay, guys, we will be in the game very shortly. And as you know, you can always ask questions later for the post-game interview. Yeah, I'm always happy to keep the conversation going. And it looks like, yeah, we are back in the game, and we will continue in a bit. I just let everything load. Maybe I take this second to do some more advertisement. Guys, so if you like this content, think about supporting Breaking Heads on Patreon. We have a Patreon page where you get exclusive content in form of our podcasts. As you've seen on this on the YouTube page, I have a regular podcast interviewing top players to their army list, and also doing codex reviews from new release codexes. And yeah, I've been doing this since last year, and I'm really, I'm kind of like really happy about the podcast, how it's going, and more and more people join our Patreon, and maybe you also want to join to support the live streams, and this is very appreciated. And next week, so this is something completely new, I'm gonna do a Patreon only stream, which is gonna be kind of like a workshop. It's gonna be a workshop on TTS. And I will just start as an introductory workshop. So just if you haven't played TTS, or if you're just like getting into it, I will show you how to do just the basic setup, and later give some tips and tricks how to do it faster and make it more comfortable, and maybe more more representative of your real games. Yeah, looking forward to that. This is going to be next Friday for Patreon onlys. So if you're interested in that, check out the Patreon page. That's patreon.com/breakingheads. And I think we are finally getting back into the game. Perfect. Hello?
Yeah, I'm getting
Yeah, there we
Getting
are.
back in.
Okay. Yes, and I will ask, guys, are you ready? No? Oh, we're still waiting. Okay.
Yeah, just got in.
Yeah, I see it. Thank you. So we're still waiting for Mark to join. Sometimes there are issues with the tabletop simulator because it's actually not. I think that it's not used to having so many players join. Suddenly, the whole, not the whole, but a huge chunk of the Warhammer community joins this game.
Okay, and we'll pick a color now.
Nikolas, yeah, you're still loading the map, I can tell.
Yeah, I'm on 70%.
Yeah, that's fine. Hi, Martin. Welcome to the chat. It's not ended yet, but they are progressing very quickly today. They're already in turn 3. The Necron started and have been playing very defensively, hiding behind their home ruins. Sometimes not hiding as good as they could have. Welcome back, Nikolas. But decently just putting out some characters which cannot be shot to place banners. Sacrificing some scarabs for screening and baiting, I would say, because now we have seen that Calvin traded 5 Repentias against 3 scarabs. These Repentias were killed by just a ghost arc coming out and giving them like a hell of a time. And now we will see the turn 3 of Calvin, where the reserves have to come in. And I think this will be the deciding turn. Is it going to escalate now? Is he going to make a lot of damage? I think there's a potential because the Necron player Mark has put his both of his Tomb Blade units out in the open to get some shots off, and I don't think it was worthwhile because now they're just asking to be shot by melter guns.
Exposed. Yeah, they are exposed.
Yes, definitely.
Do you want to know what I would have done? What I would have done if I was the sister player?
And what you have what would you have done if you were the sister player in turn 2?
On turn 3, I'm taking.
Okay, yeah, please. What do you think should be the plan now for the sisters?
Because I see some chances for their sisters. I think the Zephrins must go all in to one of the 2 plasmacers. I think the one with the scarabs. As I said at the start, this must be the king side. And he must kill this plasmacer.
Which one? Sorry, the top one?
The one, the one with the scarabs.
Yeah.
He must kill this plasmacer and he must sort these scarabs down in the shooting.
But how can you reach the plasmancer?
He will deep strike with Zephrins, and he used Miracle Dice where? I remember him having a 4 and a 5.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Maybe he forget to roll now.
Yeah, we have to. I will ask him. Calvin, where the Miracle Dice in the save game? Because we thought you have a 5 or something. Did you roll for the ones for your first in your at the beginning of your turn 3?
Let me go.
I think I forgot, but I cannot.
I'm going through the.
So it's fine. It's just 2 Miracle Dice. Achso, was habe ich gewürfelt jetzt? 2, 7.
He had a 5, and let me check.
Maybe he used it.
Yeah, I'm checking
der halt dann
on the VAR.
Am Ende, ich würde schon mal machen, wenn es okay ist.
Ja klar, sicher.
Vergesse ich es nicht. Hä? Ich dachte, es gibt D3.
No, he had a 5 before disconnecting.
Fine. Zack.
Just check the video.
Okay, Calvin, we just checked the video. So you had a 5 before the disconnect, but I'm not sure if did you use a 5 or something in the shooting?
Yeah, on the battle sisters for the advance.
It's 5 turned into a 6. Yes, maybe that.
Okay, then everything's fine. Okay.
But
Perfect.
let me check if he rolled for this turn, because these disconnections are...
I think he did.
Maybe he
Yeah,
rolled.
yeah.
Yes.
I think he did. But it's always good to ask and verify, because technical difficulties are not supposed to determine the outcome of the game in any way. So that's why when we have lag on either side, we also stop the clock, and the clock was not running while we were having these technical problems. So you were saying also, so the Zephyrim might be able to get in and get a charge off to the Plasmancer?
Yep. He shouldn't spend the 5 for something.
Yeah, I don't get it either. This was... He only needs 1 model, not 2.
Yes. And if he can kill the Plasmancer, and he must put some other modules as well. I think he can shoot. Let me check. Maybe he can make a line of sight to the Wraith as well.
Even to the Wraith, maybe, yes. If you put yourself just very at the corner. Yeah, try not to measure too much, because the players can see it. No, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see your hand. I can see it. Yeah, so...
Okay, maybe from the claw, he can take line of sight.
Yeah, to be honest, in both games we have seen Mark with maybe not the optional placing for his Wraith in the game against the Necrons. Also, there were some shooting line of sights which could have been prevented, I think, if with some more careful placing. I wonder whether the clock is pushing him. I will ask him. I should remember this for the interview. So please, I wrote it down so I don't forget it, because it might be. And only in the final stage we have clocks as mandatory. So both players have played 6 games without clock, and now they're playing the 3rd game with clock. But there's still these little tiny things on Mark's side, so I'm kind of unsure why this happens.
I think he can't shoot the Wraiths, and if he can kill the Wraiths and the Tomb Blades and charge these Scarabs and Plasmancer, it might be a game changer.
Yeah, shooting just the multimeters all in there. And the heavy bolters are also very good for shooting. Are these multimeters? These are multimeters. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's the heavy bolters?
He forgot to put 10 points from his primary.
Yeah. Okay. Calvin, you have 10 points for primary. And you just cheered up.
I still can't see this scrambler.
Yeah, I still don't see it either.
I don't want.
Yeah, I think all these guys, you can see all these little circles. They are the 9 inches, and nope, there are no spaces left. This Tomb Blade is also blocking this here.
Yeah, he found a good spot there for Seraphims. In order, if one leaves, I think with the 12-inch move can get within the deployment.
That's a nice. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I think so. And
the Wraiths cannot charge them.
Why not? Because they don't have fly?
Because yes, and they're more than 5 from the...
But can they not go into the level?
No. Wraiths, I don't think so. Let me check the keyword. Are they beasts or something? If they're beast, I think
Wait,
we can.
let me check scalable. Where's scalable? There's scalable infantry, beast, and swarm models.
Yeah, they're beasts. They can't be
Mhm.
charged. I don't know why he put them there.
Yeah, well, that also means that if they go out, then they're also in the open. Again?
I don't see. These Seraphim and Zephyrims are the only chance for Caesars to do scramblers. I don't see why to not prevent it.
Yeah, it could be worse. It just the race against it.
Yeah, taking the other charge.
So now we have just a 4 and a 3. Is there any other opportunity to get more miracle dice? When he kills something in the shooting phase, he's gonna get the dice, right?
Yeah. I think we'll kill something in the shooting.
Yeah,
Do you see the difference from the rerolling one miracle die?
Well, he had the miracle dice. He just spent them.
Exactly, but he could have better results all the time.
By the way, Big Game Hunter, I have no idea who you are, but I'm glad you're in the chat too and following, and hope you have a good time. Yeah, no, everything. I feel like everything's gonna die that somehow put his face out in the open.
Yeah. How about asking the viewers who they believe that will win the game?
Yeah, what do you guys think? Who's gonna win? I think the Necrons right now have a good chance on winning this through their primary. Even though I still see that they don't really have an opening to go out on the board. Because if they do, they die.
Yeah, a good way there is that the sisters are playing second and they can get better primary in the end.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually a big advantage here. Are we gonna see any kills for assassinate in the next in the Necron turn? Yes, because that's the bad primary for Mark.
Yeah, if he could, if Alvin have taken not scramblers, raise the banners, he could have won the
easily.
game.
Yeah. Okay, shooting phase is starting.
I think we are waiting for one more unit of Repentia, right?
Yeah.
What?
I think this is what we meant with play by intent, right?
With the clocks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will wait for their this shooting. Okay, so he already shot with the Maltas into the tomb plates. Calvin?
Yeah.
You forgot something.
Stop. What's then?
Your reserves have to come in turn 3.
Oh, sorry. Da ist noch ein Drop. Wow. Okay. Where you wanna go? You are useless here. Okay. Keine Ahnung. Here.
If they're so useless, then it probably doesn't matter that much. Okay.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
So it's totally useless.
Yeah,
yes.
please
Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Can you believe, Fred, that in most of my games, the Repentias stay alive till the end?
Who stays alive? Oh, really?
Repentias. Yeah, because everything is afraid of them, and they are staying outside of 28. So I'm not even charging them.
Yeah, that's the best unit. That doesn't need
We're
to charge.
so squeezed. Yeah.
Oh, the shooting phase is
So I think
going
that's
on. Okay.
the counter for sisters.
He is. He shot with the exit. He's shooting keep shooting the 2 blades. Yeah.
The cherubs. Yeah,
Yes.
with the cherubs.
Yeah. So the 2 blades are gone.
Oh.
Bye bye, 2 blades.
And he decided to risk it and not spending a metal die.
So the modifier shoots with his heavy bolters. He can shoot it because he has like some special rule, right?
I can't see what he's shooting.
I think he's
Maybe
shooting
at
the
the
race. Yeah.
race.
Yeah, he's shooting the race here.
Yeah.
I totally forgot this rule. Can he always do this? That he's shooting with the modifier. They become that's very cool. So the heavy bolters become assault rams. So now we see on the top the multi-bolters shooting the tomb blades. I have no idea why Mark went out there. This was exactly the turn where he shouldn't go out, because this is the turn where Calvin has to come forward, and if he doesn't put anything out, then Calvin just not gonna have any targets.
I don't think that it matters him a lot.
You mean it doesn't matter?
I think he's done his job screening everything.
That could also be a stance, yeah, I see. I don't like losing units when I don't need to. With my Harlequins, I also often just stay back for quite a few turns and then explode in one turn.
Oh.
And people expect me to go a crit.
Lost both squads.
Yeah, they're done. Bye-bye.
I'm closing the circles for the stream. No, this one. We know it's 9 from the chart.
Yeah, so there's 1 Merca dice received for killing something, still 3, so not what he wanted.
Hello, Isik.
He just made a charge move. Dice roll with the Zephyrin. I cannot believe this. What word am I that Calvin's making a charge roll out of reserves?
Yeah, when he's playing with sisters. Same.
What is happening here?
Shame on you, Isik.
This is... So Calvin has been bragging in the tournament with his slogan, "I don't roll dice," implying he just uses mega dice for every important things. Yes, sisters can do that, and I think his army has enough miracle dice. But I can't believe this is happening.
It is. He has 3 1s, 3 3s, 2 2s, and a 4. So he has only for a maximum
because
of 7.
the good dice were used.
Yeah, for saving on 5s in these.
You guys can see the good dice. Cool. All the good dice are gone. Have been used for saving throws. And yeah, there's no more. I mean, also the Repentia have been put in the very far back corner. The Necrons now move out. The Necrons now gonna make, I think, a 5-point turn for the sisters. The Ghost Arc moved forward, put some objective secured onto this objective, so this is gonna be denied. I think the Scarabs are fine here, moving forward, just denying this objective as well. And I think the Necron even doesn't even need to do more than that. Just need to not die, I guess. Okay, by the way, hi guys, welcome to
he has a gun lead, 7-inch charge. Wolf says that Calvin has a 7-inch guaranteed
Who
tonight.
has?
Calvin.
Yeah. Yeah, Maite and Tom, welcome to the chat, and welcome, even though you're late. I will give you a quick update. So the Necrons started, and Necrons for a second thought maybe go first. They scouted aggressively, and then they just took all their models and put them back behind their runes and just kept hiding, putting out only the Plasmancer out, but in 3 to the Cryptocytes. So he has been scoring banners, has been scoring Purge the Venom, which is the reverse engagement ones for the Necrons. And yeah, the Sisters, I mean, their secondary is also kind of defensive and kind of strong, with why we stand, we fight, minimize losses. But the Scramblers is definitely going to be denied if Mark doesn't do anything super stupid now. And the Sisters just don't get into the reach now. And there was one very strong opportunity in here to get take away the objectives with a charge with the Zephyrim onto the Plasmancer, because there was no objective secured otherwise on this marker. And yeah, like Nikolas, you very well pointed out, there's still one opportunity for this Zephyrim to move 12, and then they're going to be inside of the deployment zone for a Scrambler. But if Mark doesn't, like, I don't know, get too distracted by Calvin's talking, then he's just gonna follow his plan and yeah, deny that, I think.
Yeah, he's going for it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Ktan can kill them, because even if he has the fly rule.
What do you mean? He's
He
not gonna
can't
kill
stay.
the Zephyrim?
I don't think that he can kill the Seraphims, God. I don't think that, if I am correct, he can't charge on the Seraphims.
Yeah,
Even
the
if he
Seraphim.
has
Yeah,
fly, because
he cannot, because in the
Because-
WTC rules it says you cannot put your base.
yes, his base
Yeah.
is a lot of big. Yeah, this may be some mistake for.
I really hesitate to put the players on the stream, because they're just shit talking right now, and Calvin is kind of cursing for not making this charge, I guess for taking Scramblers in the end. To be honest, I didn't think he was in a bad shape, because Scramblers is just reverse to the Assassinate. And he has the last turn. I don't know.
Yeah. But in right now, if he kill this squad of sisters, he will only take 5.
No, he doesn't even need to kill it,
Right.
because he already contested.
No, there is the Ghost Ark
Yes.
as well.
Everything becomes troop in the everything except the Catan shard.
So he doesn't need to kill anything, and he will take 5.
Yeah.
So we will go for a N10 40 primary for both of them, and we will see Assassinate, because I think both of them will maximize, or maybe it will be a draw.
It's very interesting.
What do you
I'm trying to
do?
count right now, because yes, now it's only a 5-point turn, but later this is gonna have a 15-point turn at the end, with the big advantage going second. But do you think if
doesn't matter,
the Necrons now go out very aggressively, are the Sisters able to clear out all of the stuff quickly enough, so that there's not just like a few objective secured models left that can jump onto objectives and be annoying?
Calvin just lost the advantage of playing second, because he will take just 5.
Yeah, but it's still there.
So
He's still even.
yeah, both of them will take 10. I think the difference it will make the assassinate. Otherwise, it will be a draw. Or if Calvin decides to take the objective. I don't see how.
I don't know what the wraiths are doing here. Maybe they just do the charge in the Zephyrim. Then there's on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's quite easy.
I want to measure the distance, but I can't.
And it's okay, you can measure because now it's clear. So they have like a they can stand in the wall, and then I need to go up 3. So it's like a 5-inch charge, yeah. So actually, my first co-host, which was Trevor from Tactical Judges, he was talking very highly of this mission, and he said he thinks very interesting that there's always the stalemate, and I think so actually too. It really comes down to very good strategic decisions you make, counting the points, evaluating the secondaries.
Yeah, I think it's like a staring contest until turn number 3. That's why I think it has the minimized losses for secondary. I don't see a reason why the Necron player do not move everything in front at the moment.
I'm not sure either. But I'm also kind of afraid of the systems. Advance. I feel like if they just go out, they're just going to be dead in one turn. Everything explodes.
Yeah. He must protect his objective secure units. And his characters.
Yeah. Let's see where some characters are. So there's the Magnify here, the Triumph. The Hospitaler.
The good one is that he has 2 command points left. 3, but with 2 can resurrect.
By the way, so we just saw some mortal wounds coming.
He took a miracle die.
Oh.
He took a 6.
Oh, that's a 6. Okay, yeah. I think that's Fallen Star, so the first 2 Zephyrim dies.
Yeah.
And then Zephyrim also takes 3. No. That's brutal.
It was
Yeah, so Calvin still has left 13 Repentia on the top. 4 multi-members here.
No, 8 Repentia on the top.
Pardon?
That's 8 Repentias in the top.
Yeah. Where's the other one? The one is here. Yes. This is the other 5-woman squad.
Yeah, I think the 5-man unit can kill the warriors. These warriors, I think they will charge the retributors and they will shoot the battle sisters.
Okay, the plasmans are just kill some Zephyrin.
What a pity.
The other plasmans are also gonna throw some mortal wounds. Just kills the Zephyrin, perfect. Actually, I wouldn't have done this because it's better to have a charge here. Get closer with the White Dragon.
Yeah, obviously.
As you guys can see, Calvin in the bottom left of the screen, he's laughing and just. I think that was too many games in 1 week. Now the Ghost Arc can shoot up here.
I don't think that Assassinate can work. It's like Scramblers.
Necron's gonna choose to put 2 CP into the Ghost Arc to up their damage for ignore cover and 6's automatically wound.
Yeah, the Necron player has 9 command
Yeah.
points left in his 4th
Nothing to
turn.
do with that yet. So 12 wounds with -1, no cover, so it's a 4-up.
Yeah, he lost 3. And 5 more.
So actually they would be dead already, but he always okay, yeah, they're dead. Bye-bye. So another Miracle Dice, that's a 3. I give you the Miracle Dice counter again here. So it's 3 ones. I'm just gonna organize a little bit for Gavin. See, this is some nice distribution. Oh, this was a 3. Sometimes they fly over. So the Necron Warriors are gonna shoot next. They choose to shoot the Mortifier.
Reason.
I don't see it either. Just kill the Battle Sisters. Oh no, he's gonna shoot half into Battle Sisters. Maybe not everyone's in range. Yeah, it's only 6 that are in range. Makes sense. Yeah, maybe we can talk a little bit again about the alternatives to assassinate. What would you have chosen? He's
Kill more.
kill more. Yeah, but the sisters shoot so far, and it's really hard. And then to get close, and if you go close and really push, then you can really give all the kills.
Yes, but at the moment, the sisters sometimes they must give up
Some small units.
some small units like
yeah.
Mortifier, Tributors, Repentias.
Modifier
And
dies,
the only
sisters
thing-
die.
And the only thing that you can do is to protect the Scarabs.
What do you think about why we stand, we fight?
It's the Ctan.
Yeah, and I think 2 units of the waves.
Let me check. Yeah, 2 units of Wraiths. Yeah, this could have worked as well, because now we would have talking about 15 points more. It could have been a win now.
If you know that you don't want to push with them because you cannot, because you just get shot to death by multi-matches, maybe just hide with them and get 5 points. No, I think Purge the
Yeah.
Venom is in the Battlefield Supremacy category, but I can
Yes.
check that again.
No, it's not in the same category, I think.
Yeah, because it's otherwise people would take both of them. Yeah, Purge the Venom is Battlefield Supremacy, so you cannot take this with you can take it and take Why We Stand We Fight.
Are in the same category?
No, they're not. So you can take Why We Stand We Fight
Okay,
and
so
Purge
you
the Venom.
can.
By the way, so some more shooting from the command, but shooting just barely here at the sisters.
Why did he remove like that? His battle sisters.
Ooh.
Interesting.
One second, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, if this would be a team tournament game, they would be fighting for every point now.
Yeah, exactly. For every inch. Okay, let's count how many units Caesar's player have lost so far. He lost two of the Angels unit. He lost Morty. He have lost 1 unit of Battle Sisters.
Yeah, 1 unit of Battle Sisters.
And 1 unit of Repenses.
Yeah, where are the Repentures? Here. So last week I did the count, but I forgot now, so it's down to 5. I think should...
And let me count. Yeah, he has...
By the way, guys, we have reached the charge phase, so after killing the modifier, some little sisters here, some more sisters in the top, and I think, and the 2 jump pack units who deep strike here for a potential, like for some options for later scramble or even taking away the objective. We now see the Necrons really pushing forward.
19.
Really pushing forward, and yeah, the Necron Warrior is gonna be on this objective, tie up these Retributors, tie up this Exorcist. That's annoying. That's gonna take out a lot of shooting, and then Calvin only has 2 units of Retributors and 1 unit of Repentance to 2 units of Repentance to basically clear up all of the board, so he can score 15 points.
I want to remove them.
How many points is he getting right now?
15. He has 21 units, so he needs to lose 2 more.
2 more, then he's down to 10, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, there's the Scarabs at the top right just made their charge into the Rhino.
I don't see what's...
does it matter?
If this change anything. Yeah, I don't think it matters. They came closer to Junis. Junis is hitting on 2s. And I think it's his strength 5.
Yeah, so he's gonna tie up these ones. This is a better, of course, can use the stratagem for fall back and shoot.
Fall back and shoot. Yes, but he has 2 units, so he must choose where to use it.
I think he should actually use the Scarab, but the movement could be a bit better, then he might be able to tie this unit up. And if it's tied up, you cannot get out and shoot, even you have a stratagem to shoot after a fallback. So now even the Doomsday Arc.
I think these warriors will tie the Exorcist as well.
Exactly. Do you know if the Exorcist has also the stratagem for fallback and shoot, or is it only infantry?
Yeah, it's every Adeptus Sororitas unit. That's why people are using rather than
Pain
the
Engine?
other Dreadnoughts. Penitent Engine,
yeah.
Because it lacks the Adeptus Sororitas keyword.
True. Mark, I think did he decide to not make this charge? Because he will end up in 3 here. I think that was the case.
I think that Sisters will lose the minimize losses. And I think Necrons now are winning.
Okay. They're rolling some dice against the Rhino with the Scarabs. Nothing's gonna happen there, but it's important that this is tied up. Now the Warrior at the top at the bottom left, bottom right. Sorry, guys. So, as he said, tying up the Exorcist. I think we see here again how it's important if how you can really stay back against a shooty army that shoots much more than you, and then go for later charges. We have seen this before at a stream here in December, actually, where we had like a very deadly Atmec army which could shoot you off very quickly, but they couldn't shoot for 2 turns. And then the last turns were not quick enough to shoot off the Harlequin army, and he lost the game.
Now, Calvin, he should make a better choice. He should roll the dice one by one and take 1 die in his lieutenant and save it on her invulnerable save. So you will get the +1 to hit in close combat as well, and in shooting.
But is it gonna matter?
Yeah, he could have get the +1 to hit.
Yeah, but wait, he has 2 more turns. Yeah, okay, if they are freed up, it makes sense to give them their +1 now, even though it's not gonna matter in turn 4, it's gonna matter in turn 5.
I tried this tactic once, but I rolled 3 sixes in the invulnerable.
The chat is asking why the rays from the bottom left are not also going forward to PR to put pressure on. Yeah, actually, I don't know. I think they should have done this.
No.
Because there's so much stuff here in the open, and yeah.
Both wraiths in the corners. Both wraiths in the corners.
Yeah, they could have charged both, right? I think it's very important to always estimate how much damage your opponent can do, and if you cannot stop his damage at all, then it's okay to put more stuff out on the open. And right now, Calvin actually doesn't even have that many units to kill all of this stuff off. So he will be able, of course, to kill these scarabs and kill these warriors, but if some scarabs would be standing like in a second line behind them, I think Calvin doesn't really have an option to destroy them. How do you feel as a sister player watching this right now?
I'm hurting. See that he must kill these warriors with Repentias and Cannoneers.
The warriors, yes.
And he must protect his object. He must move the squad from the middle, starting to move it into the left, into the exorcist. Put some objective secure units into the objective for 5th turn.
Yeah, there's better assistance.
Yep.
It might even make sense to hide the Spell Sisters, just to make sure that it survives for turn 5.
Oh, the Retributors are not in combat with Scarabs.
Not? How?
He killed one, but he didn't want to lose the objective,
But what doesn't matter. You can just.
Yeah, he could have G3, and now they will die as well. Nice. I think this was a mistake.
I think so too.
Because now these retributors can shot and kill some wraiths.
Yeah. But the question maybe is,
might kill
are they having any targets anyways? Let's see.
The
retributors.
They have the wraiths.
No, they cannot see them. Ah, no, yeah, they are the wraiths, yes. Yes, that would be good to not let them shoot the wraiths this turn.
He doesn't have anything else to push this objective.
What a weird game we are watching.
Exactly. Okay.
Guys, don't forget, tomorrow we have the finals game, the grand final. That's going to be Orcs against Harlequins. Orcs played by Andy Helm from Team Spitzklicker. I think it's like in the middle of Germany, Hessen. And he's playing the Orcs since, quite a while. And he's bringing his mech Orcs. I think it's very unique. You don't see this much in the meta. You don't even see the archetypes of a shooty list in the meta right now, and he's going up against Liam Wiesel, VSL, and he's from Team Belgium, and he plays the Harlequins for like ever, and he's played in multiple final stages, invitationals in the TTS tournament scene. Yeah, so he's maybe has been already the big favorite or for the tournament, and I'm really looking forward to see how the Orcs are actually one of my favorite armies to watch and play. How this match is gonna go, because we are seeing something I think hasn't been shown before. I haven't seen these Orcs on such a big stage, and also I haven't seen the Harlequins against it. And the Harlequin list also, maybe even though not super innovative or new, like Harlequins don't really have that many options to show off stuff. Liam definitely plays them in a very thoughtful way, and can really be, watching him can be very impressive. But he's bringing Frozen Stars, and that means he doesn't have like 30 melters, how some Soaring Spite lists go about. So I'm very looking forward to see how the close combat weapons are going to fare against all these rockets and cannons that Orcs are going to be putting in front of them. What do you think about this matchup, the Harlequins against the Necrons? The Orcs. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I would give chances to Orcs as well. Because of them is this list of Orcs is kind of used to be seen in team formats.
You mean also you have seen Andy play in the team tournament?
No, I have seen this kind of list playing in a team tournament with a lot of baggies and stuff like this. It's countering the meta at the moment.
Ah, cool. Okay, yeah.
Like pyramids.
Yeah, I haven't seen other people than him running it before. So I was very happy he makes it so far. He actually lost his first game in the group stage, but he managed to fight his way back and hasn't lost since. So
that's really nice.
I think he's also performing quite well in the team tournament. He's playing for I forgot which team he's German Trolls. Okay, yeah. Isn't German Troll also the second best ranked German team right now? Like they're undefeated, I think.
Let me check.
Or is it the other one? I'm getting confused.
Or the COVID. Yeah, me too, because I have nicknames.
Maybe you check that. I'm gonna do some commentating on the movement
Yeah.
pace. So from Calvin, we have seen the Sister Repentia, who just came from the strategic reserve the turn before here in the back. Move forward, and I think they also run forward because they made a really far move here. They're gonna take a beat on Scarabs here right now. We see the melter guns being brought into position to shoot at the Wraiths. And by the way, this one can't actually see, but I think they are both playing by clear intent here, so this is not going to be an issue. And yeah, what do we see on the other side? On the bottom right, we see the Repentia. They disembarked from this Rhino. They're gonna make a short work of the Necron Warriors here. The Triumph moving forward, supported by one little objective secured, a Sister of Keter, trying to fight the Ghost Arc, and I think it's not gonna work. I don't think the Triumph kills the Ghost Arc, does it?
No, definitely not. But do you see now Imagifier?
The Magifier, what? Where is he? Where is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here. Repentias are double buffed from Triumph and Imagifier because they are going to Strength 8. And +1 to hit. They are hitting on 3s, rerolling, and they are wounding on 2s.
You mean Strength 7, right? But
Strength 6, and now with the banner Strength 8.
I think it comes afterwards. It's first ×2 and then +1.
No, it's before.
Maybe that's also again a FAQ issue, but
they solved it.
Oh, did they? Did they?
Yeah, it's like Thunderhammer
okay.
and stuff like this. Are doubles. First adding and then double.
Thank you, Malte, for the comment. So Andy is not in one of the undefeated teams. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
But what I have heard is that his run in his team has been great as well, even though his team is not like keeping up with him. So
he's on the radar now.
So we see some shooting from the Triumph, shooting pistols at the Ghost Arc. Okay. So heavy flamers from Junit in the Scarabs. 9 hits.
9. Nice. Nice.
7 wounds, so
1.
By the way, can you put yourself on spectator maybe? Then the players don't see our mouse. Yeah, perfect. Can I still measure? Yeah. Okay. So Scarabs down, just tune it. The Repentia don't even need to charge. Multimeter shooting at the Wraiths. So great sportsmanship. He already shot, but of course he wants to shoot with his plasma rifle first, and then take a 1 from the Mercatus, and then she dies. And now they're all hitting on 2s.
Nice.
So this is 5 wounds, I think he did, and 2 4+ fail. So that means 2 Wraiths die. Pretty unnecessary, but maybe he's gonna roll 6 5+. No, he doesn't. He's gonna use his Cherub and gonna shoot again. 2 hits from the Multimeter and 2 wounds. And whoop, yeah, the last Wraith goes away. And maybe I think Kylan's much more concentrated now, and maybe he realized the Assassinate is also the big downfall for the for the Necrons. So he's still not out of the game.
Actually, I don't think that it's a good Repentia.
Which one? The 5 Repentia here?
Yeah, because he will lose the Battle Sister, he will lose the Repentias, and he will lose 5 points from minimize loss.
Yeah, he has to be careful with his units now.
He needs to lose 2 units.
Then he's down to 10?
Yes. I think, if I count correct.
So some bolters shooting the Ghost Arc, just doing 1 damage. The Exorcist didn't shoot.
He can shoot his heavy bolter.
Yeah, into the warriors, right?
Yeah.
I really like the move he did with the warriors here. It shows that you can, like the sisters always come from the reserves and they're hugging the deployment edges, the table edges, and then you can just tag them. Then they can't get out. Okay, shooting down, charging, Repentia. Bye-bye, Necron warriors. Yeah, I imagine the Necron, the Wraiths would have been here. He would still be able to hold this objective, I think, even after the turn, and then would make a 15 turn himself. The sister is going to charge the warriors. That's brave.
I think he believes that. I think that he will kill them, but I don't know why it's there.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, and actually now, if the Ghost Arc stays alive, he will still have this objective and score 15 points.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
He has 9 wounds. Yeah, maybe if the Triumph spends some miracle dice, he can double wound for -3 for 2 damage.
Chat's asking whether we think the sisters can still make it. To be honest, yes, I think the sisters can just make a draw, or could make a draw, but now they start losing too many units, and then the minimized losses is going to go down. And also the Triumph might be here in danger. By the way, this was the Repentia attacking, as you could see by just the loads of dice. So the warriors are gone. Oh. You just took the guys. You just took the canoness.
No, Fred. Now the Battle Sister can consolidate and pile in back to the objective.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it does. You can do that. Yeah, he remembers.
If he touches the Ghost Arc, it's very stupid.
Yeah, the Ghost Arc just kills the sister.
He will kill her in the combat. I can't measure, but I don't know if it's 1.
It looks like, but I'm not going to measure either. So now the Triumph. Let's see what the Triumph does against the Ghost Duck.
Yeah.
4 big attacks.
He must take 2. Oh, he's lucky one.
Strength 6. Yeah, strength 6. So does damage. 2 goes through.
4 damage.
The third one saved. Oh, he did a reroll.
Yeah.
Okay, so only goes 1 through. He took a reroll. So it's only 2 damage. That's fine.
Yeah, this was a pretty risky move from Calvin because he should have saved 2 dice for auto wound.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he could have done this, yeah.
Oh, another 4. Down to 3. 2. So if he needed 1 more die. Oh no, the command reroll.
Now it needs to. Now it has only these 3 attacks. No, only 1 attack, right? You already did a command reroll for the strong attacks with the 2 damage. Okay, yeah. If this Battle Sister would have died earlier or somehow was not moved onto objective, this would have been a 15-point turn. So, last turn, Necrons.
15. Yeah, raise the banners will be 15.
Yeah. So, Miracle Dice, yeah, looking alright. Lots of variety, but of course he had other games where he had lots of 6s. The 6s are very rare right now.
Yeah, cause of the no reroll, really.
Yeah. Well, I think in other games he was fine. He was always making 9, 12-inch charges and, I don't know, one-shooting the Harridan and all this stuff.
Did he roll the Miracle Dice?
I think why he wants to take the sword, not the relic, which is the sword, which makes her extra killy.
For 1 command point, you can take 1 more relic.
Yeah,
as
could
many.
Be, yeah. 1 second. Mark, what do you say? Yes, I will ask 1 second.
I think it's 21.
21, I count 21 as well.
So 21, yes, he has 21 units. And
so
right now I think you need to kill 1 or 2 more. I didn't count.
Yeah, so at 15,
you need to kill 7.
10 and I don't know the mission.
Yes, if he's under 20, if he's under 75%.
So if he's under 16, so ab 15 kriegt er 10. Und so weiter bei 10 ist nur noch 5, oder?
Ja.
Gut.
Weil ich glaube schon, wenn du 21 hast, musst du 6 töten. Und da musst du 11 töten. Genau, musst 6 töten für unter 10 und 11 töten für unter 5. Also für 5, ja.
Ey, der Lale kann selber zählen. Nee, Quatsch, mal nur Spaß.
By the way, Lale, this is all on your time. You cannot stop please stop stopping the clock.
Stop it!
Okay.
I think he needs to kill 6.
Okay, I'll leave you guys alone.
Ich war mir nicht sicher, wie viel einer wirklich ist.
Ach so, ja, ich hätte doch nachgucken können.
Ich weiß, ich habe gedacht, das da geht.
So just we counted in the top, right? So it was.
Die Sache ist,
at
6 so far, so he has 10.
No, this one is not dead yet.
Not dead.
Yeah, so he needs to kill 1 more, then he's down. Yeah, then he denies 5 points.
I can't see a way for this battle system to left alive.
Das ist bestimmt geil, wenn man diese Tesseract Arc.
Yeah, he basically just needs to kill this one and then he needs to kill a character.
Yep.
So he needs to wait. So if he's gonna make 15...
If he kills this one, he will win.
Okay. So he's gonna make 4 points for Purge to Venom. This is safe, because there's no units in these 2 deployment zones, T-Dienst cable quarters.
Ja, passt schon.
If he keeps these two banners up,
Obwohl, warte mal.
which is also very easy when...
Actually, do you want my opinion?
Yes, please. Of course I want your opinion.
Ja.
I don't think that this Repentia,
Yeah.
I think he has dice. Bully. He
Ich
must
glaube 2,
put
damit ich nur
all the
10
raids
kriege.
into the objectives.
Hm.
Suppose the Repentias are going to charge the raids, they will kill them. But Plasmancer is objective secured, so it doesn't matter.
Mhm. Ja,
Nee, hier lebt noch eine.
And
Ja, aber das sind 5.
I don't think that he will
1,
take
2,
15
3,
in his last turn
4.
to make even on the primaries.
Die hier gehört zum Dingstrupp.
Yeah, the thing is, he still has these multi-melters, then he has here multi-melter and retributors, and he has the exorcist. So I think if you put
If he put the raids.
if you put the race forward, he just shoots them, and he now has the dice for the charges.
Oh, the turrets,
Genau.
yes.
Und damit ist das Spiel ja eh durch.
Genau. So, und dann ist der perfide Plan. Ich
Geh mal in den Nahkampf mit St. Catherine.
mache ich jetzt auch.
Aber kann der Advancen und Chargen?
Nee, leider nicht.
Ach, Mann.
Ich muss gleich mal messen, wie
But
wir kommen.
I think Necrons have the advantage now.
Ja, die lege ich dir mit Miracle Dice.
Jo, ich gebe ein CP aus, wechsel die Power.
Nikolas, your cam has frozen. No?
Für die
Really?
Experimente,
Yeah, can you
also
just
diese
maybe turn on and turn off
Turn
your
on.
camera in Skype?
Ach, darfst
Yep.
aussuchen, du würfelst nicht, oder was?
Let me
Genau,
check
er holt
Skype.
sich seine eigene weg und gibt sich transdimensionale Energieblitz. Also ich kann einmal switchen und eine zufällige machen. Das andere ist zufällig, genau.
Crazy.
So the Katansha is moving forward.
Just come, camera.
Doch mehr.
Can you see me now?
Siehst du, wenn ich jetzt zu deiner Base
wait.
messe, bin ich nämlich auch
Ja.
in deinem Modell.
Not yet.
Ja, manchmal sind die echt dumm. Also es ist auf
I
jeden Fall
see
ein
it on
8,
Skype.
Yeah, here you are, yes.
weil
I can
wenn du
see
Steuerung gedrückt hältst, dann snappt der nicht an das Modell. Du kannst, und dann
Here you go.
gehst du quasi so wirklich so
Welcome back to
8,8
the
würde ich
stream.
sagen, ne? Also 8er Charge und du ignorierst. Oh, du ignorierst nicht die
Okay,
Wand beim
good.
Charge.
Ja, dann machen wir einfach 9er draus. Fertig.
Nee, ist okay, mach einen 8er draus. Ich will den Charge sehen.
You see, I'm also invisible if I stay
Aber du hättest sie
What do you mean?
geschossen,
without moving.
oder? Wenn ich
It's
mit ihr
from
einfach
a movie.
Gestaltnuss gegangen wäre.
Ah, yeah.
If I stay without moving.
Ja, das glaube ich auch.
Hmm.
Ich weiß nicht, wieso ich
I think the
Scramble genommen
Necron
hab, ganz
is
ehrlich.
gonna win and
Bringt-
has a big advantage.
Es zwingt dich überhaupt
Because he
nicht
can
now
aus dem Loch.
Take out the
Gar nicht.
units, tie up
Wäre
in combat
interessant
again,
geworden
like
mit,
this
mit
multi-mantis
Banners,
on
oder?
the bottom
Ich
and
meine,
so
klar, du hättest sie
on.
mir abgerissen,
But
aber ich hatte sie ja wieder
you
aufgestellt.
can still mess it up. And sisters
dann-
can do
ich weiß
crazy
nicht.
things in the last turns.
Ja, weiß ich
Yeah,
nicht, warum
he
es so
can
gut
lock these retrievers, but he has 2 command points for fallback and so.
Wie, der will nicht in
Mhm.
Nahkampf?
Yeah, so this unit's definitely
Der
gonna
könnte eigentlich schon. Du
go out
tötest mich nicht.
again.
Natürlich nicht.
I don't know
Moment,
if
du
he
darfst
will
nicht
charge
zustimmen.
retrievers
Nee,
as
das
well,
ist
or
egal.
he can, if
Also
he will
ich
lock
glaube,
them in
beide
combat.
passen gar
Because
nicht
Nämlich so,
nebeneinander.
If
so, dass ich da noch
he
Platz dazwischen habe.
charge them, I would have paid.
Ach so,
I
damit
will
falls es
pay
einer
the
nicht schafft.
HP
Ja,
for
ja, ja.
overwatch.
Ja,
So für
das
die
machen wir.
Basegröße. Genau, die Base müsste jetzt durchpassen und ich kann mit
I
ihm
don't know
chargen.
what you believe.
Ja.
Yeah, by the way, guys, the Ghost Ark cannot charge because it has fallen back.
Ja, der kann irgendwie blöde Mortal Wounds da rumballern, dann kommen die halt da raus. Das ist mir ziemlich egal, machst du 15 Punkte.
Oh, das wär
Would
cool,
you
wenn
just
wir
ignore the
15
15 points now and
Sieht so ein
go
bisschen
for
knapper aus,
more
weißt du?
kills and the
Ja,
characters?
ich weiß ja nicht so ganz, wie ich das jetzt hier verhindern soll.
No, just kill the battle sister
Kannst du nicht.
and it's over.
Weil du,
Also
ich
die
glaube, das
letzte-
kann man nicht
But
verhindern.
you need
Ah,
to.
actually,
das
The
letzte
Ghost
geht
Ark
nicht.
cannot charge, right? Or
Yeah,
he
yeah, it
has
cannot
his-
charge. No, there's no stratagem for the charge with Necrons.
Oh. So he can't kill the Repentia, can he? Catacomb
mit denen?
has 3 shots at 18,
Ach, die haben Fly.
but
Also ja, sowas ähnliches, genau.
No, I don't think the Repentia are gonna die.
Yeah.
Ja, das stimmt. Die ignorieren.
But he's definitely gonna kill the
Aber
sister
Auch
better,
im
right?
Charge, ja?
Ja.
He can try because this sister can auto pass 2 saves.
Oh yes, he can auto pass 2 and then he can also use his stratagem
Yeah,
to
for
put
adding
more.
3.
Okay.
So basically, he can auto pass 3.
And Canoness gives +1 invulnerable, if I'm correct. Let me check. It's this or the +1 die.
No, that's Junis. Where's Junis?
No, it has from the World Trade as well.
Is that the one trade that she has?
He has Beacon of Faith +1 die.
Okay.
And the
Yeah, and the other thing is the sword. What the Canoness.
yeah. Let me check the dock. Yeah, is dock there? No, it's too far. The dock gives +1 invulnerable.
5.
So if
Here, the Hospitaler, you mean?
yeah, the dock. So he needs to not roll a 1 for this battle sister. Because he can pass 3. He cannot pass 3. Wow.
Ja.
Interesting.
Die Repentia, die kleinen.
Ja, auch 5. Passt.
Oh,
Für
Tan
eine
is not hitting on the.
Safe.
Oh,
Die anderen, der große Trupp.
Jo.
Hit.
So this is Falling Star.
yeah.
Einer safe.
Jawohl.
Oh, he failed it on the Retributors.
Auf den Triumph.
He did 1 mortal on the Repentia and he saved it.
Eine Mortal Wound.
And he killed 1 sister.
Dann die einzelnen Sisters auf die 4+. Ja, eine Mortal Wound.
Oh, he killed it.
With Thunderbolt on the Triumph and then just 1 more mortal wound on 4+ for the sister, so she dies. That was very important right now.
Oh, yeah. I think this wins the game.
Schon ob Zack weg ist, das traurig.
Oh,
Because even if he gets 15 in primary,
by the way, sorry guys, I had the players on, was not supposed to be.
can I ask you some? Yeah, it will die.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. I don't think that sisters in the middle can advance and reach the objective.
The back one here? Or the other one?
Yeah. The ones in the middle objective for sisters. Let me change the color. Here.
This unit, you mean, cannot reach the
Objective in St. Catherine.
But it doesn't matter, I think. He can just kill everything here. But maybe we do some counting. Okay, so he can make 15 points, so then they're even here. He's gonna make 15 for where we stand we fight. He's gonna make now he's only making 10 for
10?
losers. So
And 0.
the only thing he can do now is deny banners.
Even though
it's 5 behind, so he lost. There's no way he's coming back.
Yeah, exactly. Because the maximum he can get now is
15.
30. Yeah. 30 from primary and sorry, no. 15 and 15, 30, 40. He will go to 75. And I don't think he already doesn't have any unit in 1 quarter in 2 quarters.
Yes.
So the Perseverance will be maxed. So the Necrons won. It was very close.
Okay, I'm gonna put the players just for the last rolls on. I think we have overanalyzed it. We have analyzed it enough.
Aber der ist wie Tester, also 2 Hits mehr.
Aber der ist modified.
Let them go for a little
Nee,
bit.
der ist unmodified.
Ja,
alles klar. Okay.
Mittlerweile alles unmodified, genau.
Boah,
Also
geil.
man kann das nicht mehr machen auf die
Stark.
2 mit -2.
Jo, einer safe.
2 Schaden.
Just
Dann die
telling you
Kanone.
guys, you're on the stream right now.
Oh, nicht mehr popeln.
Oh Mann. 2 Hits.
Ja, das ist, was war das?
2 Wounds.
Mhm.
Die Kanone von der Marke.
Wie viel Damage macht die?
Die macht W3. Hat minus 3 und W3.
Safe einfach beide. Mit 2 Dreien und die Dreien mache ich mit ihrer eigenen Fähigkeit zu 4.
Ja.
Mhm.
Dann der Plasmancer schießt auf ihn.
Böser Plasmancer.
Ein Schuss. Nee, er hat
Ach
nur einen
so.
Schuss. W3-Schuss hat er, Entschuldigung. Ein Treffer,
Trifft auf die
eine
Dreien.
Wunde, minus 3, genau.
Ja,
Yep, 2 Schaden.
Yep.
So Mark is now trying to kill the Triumph with some shooting.
Yeah.
Der kann
Basically
nix, der
to
kann
kill
nix,
the
der kann
one
nix, der
important
darf
Die
unit.
können
der
alle
darf
nix, ey.
If he pulls the charge with Void Dragon,
Charge die Triumph.
Der, was?
mm,
Ach so, ja.
Ich wollte gerade schon die CP für den Rebuild ausgeben, direkt schon.
oh,
ja.
that's a name.
Was? Ja.
Oh no. Is he in?
Jetzt braucht die Barke ja nicht mehr zu chargen, die passt da ja nicht mehr hin.
Ja, die ist auf Fallback, ne?
Nee, ich meine den Barge, die hier.
Oh
Achso,
no.
die passt da nicht mehr hin.
Can't he kill it?
Das ist
Nee.
unmöglich.
Also mit einer.
He has 5 attacks, hitting on 3.
Nee. Die ignoriert ja auch nicht das Gelände jetzt.
Ach so, ja.
Die hat ja nur Fly, genau, die ist ja kein
ganz
Phantom.
knicken.
Ja, genau. So, jetzt muss ich mal überlegen, wenn ich
Also
jetzt
wenn
hier...
sie stirbt, dann hast du den Charge nicht geschafft. Nein, Spaß.
Die Phantome chargen mal die Retributoren. Ich glaube, ich brauche eine 8, weil ich muss...
Also
obwohl,
ich glaube,
mit einer 7 bin ich fast, glaube ich, hier hin.
Nee. Ja, aber du hast von vorne gemessen, du musst ja von hinten messen.
Achso, ja, stimmt, genau.
Du würde irgendwie dahin passen in 9. Wenn du dahin passt und keine Coherence, also ja, mach einfach
Ja,
mal.
genau, das wird glaube ich,
Weil
schwer.
Coherence, die wird, glaube
Genau, ich würfel
ja,
erstmal, genau.
Mach mal. Muss schon echt hoch sein.
Ja.
Okay.
Na, 11, okay. Ich glaube dann.
Wenn du eine 11 machst.
Wow.
Warte, ich versuche mal den letzten zu bewegen.
Ja,
Nein,
machen
jetzt
wir
hänge
nur
ich.
eine-
Ich hänge.
So the Necron just made a 11-inch charge for the race.
But can't he feed them?
Der schafft es nämlich
No,
nicht,
I
siehst du?
don't think
Nee,
so.
okay.
I'm sorry, Mark, but
Ja.
you are standing inside of your vehicle.
Ja.
Ja.
Wollen wir mal gucken, was so Distances angeht.
Genau.
Warte. Okay.
Vielleicht bei der 12.
Hier drüben hast du nichts.
So even the 11 wasn't enough.
Rettungswürfe ignorieren.
But I don't think that the Void Dragon can kill the
Ja,
Tower.
ich gehe einfach mal ganz frech hier zur Seite.
So Mark's going to
Vielleicht
spend
töte
2
ich dich ja, dann
CP.
kann ich noch auf den Marker.
I'm gonna mute them again. So Mark's gonna spend 2 CP to ignore invulnerable saves.
Oh, now maybe.
Yes. Hitting on 3s because -1 to hit.
Oh,
And hits all of them.
disgusting.
And he wounds 4, yeah.
It's minus
Minus
4.
4, yeah.
Oh no. 1, 5.
This is 11 damage.
6 more.
Yeah. So the Triumph is done.
He rolled a 6.
So this is actually a 8-point swing because this was while we stand, we fight, and a character.
Whoa. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter now.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, it doesn't matter because I don't remember exactly what was the crucial turn, but it mattered when the Scarabs managed to come onto this objective, and the Warriors also
Denied.
managed to come onto the other objective and deny the points, the 10 points who you should guard in this on this mission, and that this gave a big advantage, but actually it just evened out the primary because it is to be expected that the sisters with turn 2 score a 15 point at the end. And it came down to losing too many units for minimal losses. And I think that was what was made it decided. Now everything is just going down more.
Ich denke, das war's. Oder?
Ich denke auch.
Ja.
Genau.
Gut, trotzdem schönes Spiel. Sehr lustiges Spiel vor allen Dingen.
Ja,
So if I see correctly, they agreed on 82-70.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, and in this way, the Necrons win 82-70 with going first by denying the Scramblers and being able to push in a round 3 on the two objectives of the sisters and deny important points, and just, I think, a bit maybe some mistakes by the sisters sacrificing too many small units, but we will find out. If you guys have questions to the players, put them now into the chat. I will forward them to them in a second, and yes, we will go into the post-game interview. Just wait for a little bit.
It was a
Ich habe mich schon gemutet im Discord.
Okay.
Deal.
What a game. Congratulations, Mark, for
Thanks.
making third place with the Necrons, defeating the fearsome sisters in the third place match. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
And thank you to both of you again for giving us a very nice match to watch. It was very interesting to see these very cagey play on both turns, and we were kind of over-analyzing it, I think, at some point, and then realized, okay, maybe we should just in the end calculate it. But the sisters can still make some pretty nice moves. We didn't see much of that. We saw even, Calvin, you rolled dice. I was shocked.
Yeah, because
What
I didn't
happened
have
there?
miracle dice. I didn't have miracle dice. Easy as that. I didn't have the 9 in 2 turns, so I needed 1/6 in 1 turn to get onto a marker. Otherwise, that would be a 0, or could have been a 0 turn for me, or a 5 turn for me. That was round 3, and yeah, and then I had a 5 and a 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, and I was like, please, and then I thought, okay, I have to invest some CP. Oh, I got disconnected in the lobby. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just couldn't make the 9-inch charges. 2 of them actually.
Mm-hmm.
Happens. So basically, I wanted to push him a little bit more in, so he couldn't make that move that actually happened there when he came out.
When he moved on to your 2 objectives.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Mark, we have a question for you from the chat, and the question...
Yeah, wait.
Yes?
Can you please activate Skype for me? I can't hear.
I
the
cannot
answers
hear
from
Nikolas
Lynn.
because...
Nikolas is
Can you
not
hear me?
Oh, wait.
saying anything yet. You should...
Yeah. I do my sound in Skype and then mute you in
Yeah,
Discord.
but my output on Skype is deactivated.
Like this.
I can't hear the answer of Calvin.
okay, wait.
Yes.
Calvin, you can unmute yourself. It's fine. I will
Huh?
unmute yourself in Discord.
Okay.
Ja, okay, so.
Now Lala
Yes.
can hear you. Yeah.
Aber, nee, jetzt habe ich 5-fach Echo. Moment, we have to do only one. So Skype or Discord? I'm gonna mute you both in Discord.
Okay. Okay. Maybe, yeah, okay. We have a question for you, Mark, from the chat. And they're asking, why did you play your waves so defensively?
I think.
Yes,
I
why,
think,
Mark?
Yeah, there's a lot of counter punch in the sisters list. He's faster than me, so he can outrange my 12 inches because he can move 12 and charge 12 if you want, or charge 11. That's a lot faster than my charges because I have to roll for charge. So I could move and then say, okay, I could roll a 8, 9, 10, but sometimes that not happens, and then the race dies. So I think at this map, the best option is to wait and then just try to get some points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it brought you the win. Your very defensive play. I have a question to you. I have a follow-up. We come to this, Calvin. Don't worry. I have a follow-up question to that, Mark. And we saw some points where Calvin could shoot your race because your race were like turned like a little bit with their claws looking out of the ruin. And also in the last game, maybe there, like the game against the Orc, there were some points when the race could be seen from quite a few angles. Do you feel like there was like some mistakes done by you because of the clocked games? Because only in the final stage we were using clocked games? Or what was the reason for not maybe hiding perfect? Or do you think it was not possible?
Oh yeah, I think it's really hard to hide, and it's an online game, so it's hard to position the models like offline, and the ways I use got the 550mm bases, but I can move them into other models and something like this. So I try to play it so that the claws don't move into the White Dragon or something like this. And I think if I play on the table, then it would be possible, but it would be creepy if I play it like this online, because it looks like hell if the claw is inside the Void Dragon or 10 claws inside one vase, because I want to turn them like I want. So sometimes there's a claw that's outside of a building, but I think it's better to play it that it's clear for your opponent that your models are on the battlefield like they are in reality.
Yeah.
And not that I place them like I want, because it's possible at the online game.
Yeah, thank you. By the way, also for the viewers, at all WARPhammer tournaments, we are trying to be rule and play as close as to the real tabletop. So we are using the physical models as references. And also, yes, also your models cannot stand inside of the wall, even if it's possible. just because this is TTS. Yeah.
Because so at the table, some things are possible, like placing like the tom plates. They could be placed in a line because the weapons are always under the other tom plate in front of it. But sometimes at a table of simulator, it looks creepy. So I try to not move like this, or so less as possible.
Let's maybe go over to secondaries, and there's also a question for you, Mark. Why did you choose Assassinate? Was this due to lack of other options, or did you feel like you can score some points on that? You ended up with 3 points, if I am correct.
Yes, 3 points for the big one.
Yes.
No. that I contributed.
Yeah, no. I think it's a possibility to play against Calvin's army if he thinks he can play aggressively. So I thought if he would try to aggressively overrun my whole army and shoot from the backfield, then he has to use his characters, and then I would get the points for Assassinate. So it's he has to think about using the characters and play offensive, and then I get the points, or he plays defensively, and then I don't get the points, but the characters will not strike my whole army.
Because he has very active, close combat oriented characters in his army too, and you want to keep them out of the fight.
Yes. Yeah, if possible. Or I will get 3 points. Also he could charge me, then he gets the preacher, or
Very interesting, yeah. Did you consider any other secondaries for your third option? With your waves, only hiding. Okay, Calvin, what do you want to say to banners and scramblers, maybe? Oh, wait, hold on. What the fuck?
I push him into his backline, but only for 3 turns. And he didn't go for the bait, so he just didn't move at all. And then, as he took Assassinate, I couldn't move at all. So this was basically, for me, a hard counter in the mission. Yeah, happens, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, can you repeat that? The sound was off. So you said you make a bait with the Scramblers?
Well, when I take Scramblers, he cannot leave his backline. And because I've got the possibility to drop down, shoot, and scramble. Or if he would use his Crypt Thralls, what I thought he would do, to screen the backline, but he didn't, that I can come down, shoot the Crypt Thralls, then come with a second squad of Zephyrim, and scramble.
Mm-hmm.
But he just did the perfect job of just doing nothing in his backline and using Assassinate, so I cannot push. So this was just a bad coincidence, and it would obviously have been a completely different match if I would have taken banners. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the better choice, no doubt in that. But I wanted to play Scrambler, and I was punished. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mark, I'm sorry, I have to repeat the question because the sound was off.
Yeah.
Can you say again for the stream? I think it's very interesting for them to hear. Why did you choose Assassinate?
Oh yeah, it's like Calvin said, I choose Assassinate to counter aggressive playstyle of the sisters, because a lot of characters are used to push the melee units or melee units. And so I think it would be a trade-off if he tries to use his characters to push me, and then he could kill units, but I will get points for killing the characters. So it's a trade-off, points versus units, and I think that's a good choice to prevent him from playing too aggressively against me.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. So it seems like you both had very strategic choices there with the secondaries. Mark, when you got the first turn, we saw you moving with your scout move towards the sister army. I mean, there was nothing, like you had the first turn, there was no more roll of, you couldn't bait Calvin to do anything. He has no redeploy. Tell me what was going through your mind in the moment you had the first turn and did the scout move towards the sisters.
Oh yeah, the scout move towards the sisters was only to replace my units.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have to create some space to move the bikes a little bit on the other point, and to line both Cryptosphites on the left side to stay behind and not left and right from each other. And then I move them back, so I don't move my units to my own models, because the Cryptosphites has to move around the ways. That was a possibility to make plays. Then I moved the Cryptosphites, and then I could move the ways back behind the cover.
So it was just a redeployment, nothing. You weren't thinking about going into the sisters. Yeah,
that was only redeployment.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I don't thought about placing. It was too far, and I just want to make some plays for other models and redeploy, and then set them back up.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Nikolas, your picture is frozen, but you're definitely with us. Do you have a question for both of them?
Yeah, the big question is for Calvin about his
he's muted at Discord.
Yeah, you have to just do the Skype sound.
Can you hear me?
Nikolas,
yes.
Unmute yourself in Discord.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, I think they can hear you now. Nikolas?
I can hear him. He muted himself in Skype. He's now in Discord. Because
it's okay.
Yeah.
Because
Why now in the third place match? Okay. I shut up.
So, because in my army compilation, the reroll relic is garbage.
As we saw today, you needed it.
No, This is no. This match doesn't prove it. So not having the reroll because I there was only one point in the game where I needed a 9-inch charge, and I wasn't considering that he would leave that spot open. So I used my 6 and my 5 that I had in my pools already. But mathematically, spending 1 CP to get this reroll, because my list provides so many miracle dice, I even forgot to roll some that was totally fine. It is overkill.
Yeah, but it's for one command point. It might change a little bit the game.
Well,
yeah.
I just disagree. I don't think that in a list with 4 miracle dice per turn, and for every unit I kill, I get a miracle dice, and for every unit I lose, I get a miracle dice, that I need 1 reroll. Because when I have a charge, I can use that CP for reroll, and if it fails, it's the same as having a relic that failed me once in the game as well. It can just happen. Having so, I mean, we had games on this channel where I had like 8 6s and I didn't use them. So these miracle dice are so situational, only because it now in this game and because of 1 charge I didn't lose the game.
Yeah.
So why would I use a relic for that? It doesn't make any sense.
Also, another question is, how about picking for secondaries the banners, kill more, and minimize? And not while we stand, we fight.
Because I can, if I go first, I do have a problem with grind him down. He can basically deny it in the turns he wants to. He could just take Scarabs and deny me my marker, which he didn't have to do. And I only had 2 turns where I killed more than him, because in the last 2 turns he killed more. So that would be 6 points, and I got actually 10 points on why we stand. Or I could have got 15 points, but we said let's make it an 8-inch charge. It's funny, let's do it. The explanation for Scrambler and Banners I already gave.
Yeah. I mean that if you knew that you have grind them down, you might get it more times than 2. You might manage to build around it, to play around
but
it.
what do I do when I start and he denies it? So
Yeah.
I also think it's easy because you got 21 units, I think, and I got a lot less units, and I don't have to use my Swamp Stand.
And he can just make mortal wounds out of nowhere and kill 5 sisters.
Yes.
I don't think that he can kill 5 sisters out of line of sight, though. Or he could have killed the Rhino or the Exorcist. Another point that we discussed with Fred, that you might play your Rhino a little bit more aggressive with the Repensias.
Yes, if I would have played the Rhino aggressively.
Not aggressively, a little bit more aggressive. To threaten the objective. To threaten the Plasmacer of the objective.
Which one? The left one or right one?
The Repentia Rhino.
Okay. Yeah. The first of all, it couldn't fit through the ruin, so these 2 5-man Repentias, they don't wipe any squads from him. They are for counters. So
go for it.
If I advance a 5-man unit, play it a little bit more aggressively, the Rhino doesn't fit through the left side. It only could pass on the right side, so I would have used 2 turns to drive around the ruin, because there are only 2 paths in the middle, like 2 highways.
Yeah.
And if I'm too aggressive, he can surround me and kill the Rhino. and then I lose 10 Repentures because he's so fast. He can advance his Tomb Blades. Even if he loses the Tomb Blade squad, when I lose 2 squads Repentures, it's probably worth it.
We were saying with Fred that it was worth for you to charge the Plasmancers in the objectives and remove banners and remove some points.
Yes,
from primary.
I wanted to do it, but it was a 13-inch charge, and I was doing a 6 in an advance, so I couldn't reach him, and I made the maximum distance. As I said, I would have to drive around the ruin. It couldn't work on the left side.
Maybe the thought behind this question is that we found, like, I think Mark's move was very smart, just putting out the Plasmancers.
Yes.
And have this mechanics of being on objective but not being able to be shot. Is very strong against the sisters.
No.
And
You don't say.
yeah, I know.
Yes,
Yeah,
hard,
okay.
Yes.
It really changed the dynamic of this matchup. But if we still calculate how the points are, you are very even with Scramblers, because Scramblers is 0, but also Assassinate is 0 if you don't want to.
Yes.
And then you still have you can really do the initiative. And I was very surprised that these things go like this, because I felt, right, the sisters are going to win this. If both just do a stalemate, the sisters just have more options. Even though, yes, of course, he has some movement, and Nikons are not slow, but they're not embarking sixes, charging and advancing stuff quick. So I thought maybe there was an opening with the Rhino, just moving it a little bit forward to pressure on the Plasmancer. But maybe if you want to comment on that. But I also have a follow-up question to that.
Yeah, go for it.
So maybe to both of you, but we are just right now with you, Calvin. What do you think was the moment that turned the tide? Because from my observation, if I really calculate the points down, both of you should always do the 10 points, and then you have an opening for making 15 points at the end, but maybe not exactly, because there's lots of objectives secured in the army from Mark. And then if both players just stay on their two secondaries, which they can score easily, then it's also their tide. So I was even thinking, well, the sisters have the upper hand because they have more options. What do you think turned it around?
The transport coming forward and blocking my reserve. So what I wanted to do is charge his marker with a lot, but in turn 2, when I had my first option to bring in my reserve, I had the option to bring in the 8-man Repentious, and I could have done one charge, because St. Catherine only allows me to take a second Act of Faith. And she wouldn't get either on the left or the right side to secure me a second Act of Faith, because she's my Y withstand as well. So I've got one Y withstand. When I come into reserve and charge his Plasmancer and sit on his objective, he just countercharges me, and then I have no threat anymore on the multi-melter side. Speaking of which sides we're on. Yeah, so yes, I can easily clear one marker. I invest like 150 points, fast points, and then don't benefit from anything, because except for losing one unit in return, and he will still get 10 points because he only needs 2 markers. So I have to clear 2 markers, and I couldn't clear the second marker on the left side because he used his transport to block everything off. So I couldn't run through.
You could have cleared like the 1 banner, which would result in a 2-point going down for him.
1 point, because he only loses 1 point. He will.
No, he will not get the point in the next turn, and then he cannot put the banner.
Yep. But then, if the Repentia are dead, what hinders him to just go for it on the left side? So what do I do then?
Exactly.
Then he sits on my last marker, and I won't score a 15 turn in the last turn because I will run out of good units. I will still have some units to be on markers and stuff, but I can't catch him. So I think Mark played it really smart. Maybe one or two misplays by giving me the Tomb Blades, keeping them another round or at least one unit, and also the 3 Wraiths, because I think you took the 3 Wraiths to charge my 5 Zephyrim in the ruin, correct?
Yeah, and then
But
after that, I saw that they are too high.
Yeah, okay. But that's what I thought. Okay, if you want to kill these, maybe I survive because you do some mortal wounds, and then I've got 2 units left. Two left, and then I go into your deployment zone with 12 inches I measured, and just scrambler. But no, you had too many stratagems for another mortal wound, another Citan power, and then another mortal wound, and then they're dead. Okay, that's my movement phase. Oh shit, you did like 15 mortal wounds. Okay, that's cool. And by the way, this is how he would clear the marker as well. So he would use both Plasmancers and the Citan shard to clear his marker, and then raise a banner or not.
Oh, this works. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would even have less to put the Repentures into the Plasmancer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I see. Yeah. And do you?
So basically, when I saw when the game was over, was picking scramblers against seeing his assassinate and banners. That was the turning point. Yes.
But it was. I don't want to pressure too hard, but this was still tight then, right?
Yes, it was tight, but I didn't see the possibility or the right play, except for clearing both markers in one turn, which I couldn't because of missing 2 active faiths.
So you played for the win and not for the tie. That's the thing.
Yes, I played for the win. So I needed to reroll the charge. I needed to do this and that, and then move block his transport. Yeah. And also, I don't think that you guys saw it, but he gave me the opportunity in round 3 to clear his marker because his Plasmancer was on the marker, and behind it was the command barge. So the command barge would heroically intervene. And because that thing is also OBSEC, and then he moved his command barge away, and then I could do it, and I didn't have the dice anymore. But in round 2, it wasn't possible to take that objective.
Yeah.
Pesky command barge.
Yeah.
Objective secured, winning the day. Okay.
So crazy, so crazy. It's not like I put 8 Repentures on the marker. Okay, it's mine. And it's like, I've got this here. It's got a stick in his hand, and it's OBSEC.
Okay.
And his name is the Fallen Emperor of Forgotten Times.
So, okay, the chat only has congratulations for you, Mark, now. No more questions. I will go with them and congratulate you again. A nice run to the tournament, and congratulations for making it to 3rd place. I should probably announce what is the prizes for the 3rd place. Until then, we have no more questions from the chat. Nikolas, you maybe have another question. Otherwise, I think we can wrap it up here.
Yeah, I'm covered. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, I will get my missing word palette from Army Painter.
Yeah.
Yes, so I can.
I always forget to order one.
Perfect. Yes. See, I'm glad we have someone who can. And yeah, for 3rd place, Mark has won from the Army Painter, who sponsors our event. Amazing wet palette. I can just advise everyone who doesn't have a wet palette, just fucking get one. It improves your painting by a lot. Then also a voucher of. Sorry, my browser's loading. 25.
It's a voucher of Elliot's Armory, 25, and 20 euro Fantasy Welt.
And for Fantasy Welt. So you can buy some terrain and some stuff from Fantasy Welt tabletop online shop. By the way, guys, I will put this on. Remember to vote for best painted. Go to the Discord and the announcement chat. There's a link for the best painted vote that's going on. You can still vote until 12 o'clock in noon on Sunday, and you can also vote for your best opponent or the best sportsmanship award. Also until Sunday, there are links in the Discord under announcement and links, and we will announce the winners of both of these awards on the WARP show on Sunday at 5 o'clock in the evening. So yeah, that's that for today, and please remember to like this video, and if you haven't subscribed to Breaking Heads, and yeah, and consider supporting us on Patreon, where you have more content from the Breaking Heads, and this especially includes the Breaking Heads podcast. I'm Fred, and I'm very happy that Nikolas was with me, even though the Skype has frozen now.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, this was a pleasure, and thank you for both of the players for giving us a nice game to watch after a very long one in the WARPhammer Championship. It has been more than 2 months now, and this was the longest TTS tournament we have ever done. And after that, we're gonna go back to normal schedules, and we are planning a one-day event, tabletop simulator. So look out for that. We will definitely post announcement in the WARPhammer chat in the Target Priority Discord. And if you haven't joined the Target Priority Discord, go now. There's a link somewhere in the chat. I will put it in the description maybe. And yes, I think that's it for today. Thank you, Calvin, for representing Kings of the Hill here. Thank you for everyone. It was a pleasure watching your games. Thank you, Mark, for being on here, representing what's again, Tabletop Cruiserhammer.
Tabletop Cruiserhammer.
And also, by the way, guys, if you haven't known, if you in the southwest of Germany, maybe in the Saarland community, join the tournaments from Mark. He's also hosting analog tournaments, which somehow take a little bit of the TTS feeling, because you play only one game per week and you play it Corona safe, not in one place, but like always a private, and you can still do the social distancing and stuff. I think that's a great initiative. Is the tournament still running, Mark, by the way? The second one?
Yeah. The current tournament is running. It's a double elimination tournament with one game per 2 weeks. We will start a 4-player team tournament in, I think, 4 or 6 weeks. It's not clear at the moment, but I will announce it at the Discord channel.
And tabletop tournaments.de.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
We'll be at tabletop tournaments.de and at the Discord channel and at our Facebook. And there you can get all informations. We are now, at the moment, we try to get all informations, and then we get a date, and then you can if you get 4 players, you can play.
Perfect, amazing. So if you guys are sick of Tabletop Simulator, go join these events. Links to the Facebook pages, to the YouTube channels from all my guests and the players here also in the description. Check them out. Yes, I think that's it for tonight. And thank you and goodbye. And remember to check it out tomorrow's live stream, the finals. And that's my last. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.